Rich Mitch, I love you. Yeah, Perfume at midnight. Rich Mitch up at midnight to talk about perfume. Perfume. We're talking about perfume. Now that's love.
Right.
That's dedication. That's obsession. Perfume.
Well, it's not obsession. I mean, obsession is a perfume. So
we're not talking about prostitutes. We're not talking about gambling. We're talking about perfume. We're not talking about chocolate or OCDs or sports, politics. This is perfume. Rich.
Not talking about betas or cooks or Canucks or fucking or budgets or anything.
You know, I'm on my first day of fasting, and I feel a little bit constipated. Do you think you can unblock me? Anyway, how's your day going, buddy?
I don't know whether I've got the power to unblock you. I think you might be backed up pretty badly, and I'm not sure anybody could unblock you. It's pretty savage.
Stuck? You think it's that stuck?
I think you're that anal, and you're that backed up, and you've got so much stuck up inside you that I just don't think anybody. At this point, I think it's beyond you to be unblocked. I think you may never be unblocked by anyone. The finest minds in the world couldn't unblock you.
Oh shit.
At this point.
Right. Yeah.
Oh shit.
All the therapists in the world couldn't help unblock my constipation.
That's right. I believe you are truly fucked. Fucked.
I'd like to think everything is repairable. I better plug in, or else we're all gonna die.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, John Wayne. You heard that story about John Wayne? When he was after he died, he'd had such constipation they found like 44 pounds of meat inside him.
Like a fucking half cow.
It's like a half cow. That's right. It depends which half of the cow. Probably the back end in this case. The half the back end of a cow. Well, no, I suppose just the full back end of a cow, really.
We love you too, Saab.
Mike V's got a good point. But Mike V's got a point. Cuddle up with a jar of dried prunes and give it time. I think you might be. I mean, you never know. The prunes might just get backed up.
Rich, if we were to spoon, would you be the big spoon or the small spoon?
I don't know whether I'd trust you either way, to be perfectly frank. It would just be my luck for you to get unblocked just as I got behind you.
I would try to unblock you.
That's right. That's right. Some people don't deserve to be unblocked. Some people just...
You think they deserve to be stuck?
They just deserve to be stuck and blocked up for the rest of their lives.
You think it gets gassy when you're blocked?
Well, no, it just builds up, doesn't it?
You don't think even gas...
Maybe you would.
Gases come out? Maybe they start coming out the mouth. You think
maybe it would come out your fucking paws. Maybe come out your belly button or like out your paws or something like that. Maybe out your toes. I mean, at this point, you would just... I mean, you are truly fucked. Anything could happen. Stick a pin in you and you're fucked. You know? You're pretty constipated at that point.
Rich.
Not a good feeling. Eugene.
Let me know. So when you fall in love with a perfume, how do you treat that perfume? I see you go and you buy like I don't mean you specifically. I mean most people.
Go
on. You kind of get worried about missing out on that perfume, so you start backing up bottles. You buy some backups and you cherish it, and you talk really nice about it, and you hold space for it. Do you do the same for friends? Like when you have a relationship for a friend, how do you make space for a friend? What kind of things do you do to show them that you care?
There's been a long time in my life where I would have said nothing. But I suppose it depends. It depends what the need was, what their need were. Because I think friends should try and look. As I've got older, I've come to value like other people. You can find like solace, and you can find good vibes. You can find good feelings and good vibes, and you can make yourself feel better about yourself, and you can genuinely feel this way by helping other people. And sometimes it's easier to help strangers than it is to help people that you know. Because if you're always helping other people, what happens is you build up like a debt. Like if you help somebody and they never do anything for you, you sort of start to resent them, and you wonder, well, like, what's going on? So sometimes it's a lot easier to just go to, like, I don't know, like a soup kitchen or a homeless shelter and help people, strangers, and you're giving back to like other people in the world. When it comes to friends, yes, I think you should try. But this is how you find out who your real friends are, because some people just take and take and take, and I'm not talking about anybody who's backed up necessarily, but this is person true.
Right.
It's like some people will just take from you and take and take and take until you reach a point where you're like, fucking hell, like this person's like sucking the life out of us.
They're like vampires.
Yeah. And it's not easy. It's not good.
But you hold space for them. You listen. You don't judge. You support, even when you disagree with them, or their opinions aren't in your belief. You can still remain friends with somebody and respect them in the same right.
Sometimes it's easier to remain friends with people who you don't agree with all the time.
Yeah, we don't always
find them more interesting.
We actually disagree more than we agree.
Yeah. But the thing is that it's like there's a lot of respect there, rather than like, and it's interesting as well when you find like when somebody's having totally different experiences to you, when you experience the world in different ways, it helps to round you. You get things from other people that you can't get from yourself, and it's very satisfying. And there's a lot to be said for that, but obviously you've got to have stuff in common as well. So yeah. What about you?
What about me?
I don't know. I'll ask you the same question.
I'm doing great. You know what? I got a really nice message today from somebody. I'm not familiar with their name, or I've never seen them comment on my channel before, but the message completely changed my mood. I was having kind of a crappy day, and I got this nice message, and it was like, oh, what, like, somebody put in a thoughtful, meaningful message in it, and it just like meant the world. So
small nice. Random act of kindness.
Small things matter.
Yes.
And they don't cost you anything but your time. It takes like a minute to write up a thoughtful message.
Yeah. It sounds like a really silly thing to say, but as I've got older, right, I've realized the things that you say, like how the way they affect people, you don't really realize that when you're young. You sort of realize that you've got the power not just to upset people, but make people feel good. This is something I've come to realize. I've always known that I could always upset people with the things I said, but as you've got older, I've realized you can actually make people feel really good with some of the things you say.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. It's interesting how that works. That's something I've found out, that you have to be.
Words are very powerful. Now you can decide how you're going to use them in what kind of a manner. But anyway, let's get into perfume. Enough of this. How was your day?
Madness.
Where today? How's your back? Tell me. What did you buy? What did you sell?
I didn't buy or sell anything, but I have.
What are you still doing up at midnight?
Sorry?
What are you still doing up at midnight?
waiting for you since 9 o'clock to have a bloody stream.
I'm so sorry. I know I told you we go on earlier, but I had some things that I couldn't go without addressing. So I'm here now, and that's what's important. But I am grateful, and I thank you for waiting up. I know it's all
right. I was eating a cupcake. So no, it wasn't. It wasn't a total write-off. It was nice. It was nice.
That's fine as long as you don't smell like cupcake perfumes.
Cupcake Can you imagine?
Like
you think there's a cupcake note? How would a cupcake note differ from a cake note? Would it just be smaller? Would it just be like less of a note? I'll tell you one thing, right? There's a perfume by Beaufort London that has got like Madeira cake. I'm sure it's Madeira cake. It's some kind of like cake as a note, and it does smell like that cake.
I'm not into cake smelling perfumes.
No, I'm not massively into cake. It's a rotten perfume, I must admit. But as a piece of like perfume engineering, it's brilliant.
Yeah, I imagine it is.
How the fuck have they got like a perfume to smell like a cake?
Yeah,
doesn't taste like a cake.
No, I don't recommend you eat it or spray it in your mouth.
No.
A cupcake is just a cake in affordable housing.
Affordable housing. Eugene's got the giggles.
What did you wear today? Tell us what you wore.
What did I wear today? To go I wore on sans mythique.
Counter, I might see like my scalp. I don't want
bald, are you?
The bald spots to show.
Oh no!
I'm not going bald, but it's at my age it starts thinning out.
Yeah, and mine's gone. I started going bald.
Me, don't put any gel in your hair. Stop using so much gel. And then I got other guys saying, "Stop shaving. Grow your beard." I was like, "What's up with all these judgments?"
Yeah, the fucking. I started going bald when I was 19.
Or anything, but I don't tell you how to live your life or groom.
Catherine says, I find it interesting that Mitch used the term cupcake instead of British fairy cake. Catherine, fairy cakes are only cake. Fairy cakes are cupcakes with two little wings at the top of them. They've got two little wings of cake sticking out the top of them. So there's a subtle difference there. Otherwise, they're just cupcakes. But I'm from up north. So we didn't get cake up here until about 1984.
You haven't had cake since that long?
No, I'm just taking the piss. We've had cake up here for fucking hundreds of years. The fucking I'll tell you who used to make all the chocolatiers and stuff like that. The Quakers. We've got a big Quaker community up here. And the Quakers, the Roundtrees. You ever heard of the Roundtrees who make the sweets?
Yeah, we talked about this. I can't
Roundtrees, Cadbury's, Roundtrees, Cadbury's, all of them. They were all Quakers. Fedder knows. Oh my giddy aunt. So yes, today I wore on sans mythique because it was pissing down. And it was pissing down as well. It was wet. Wasn't as bad as it was in the Midlands, but it's always wet in the Midlands. What did you wear?
I wore, you missed the stream last night. You fell asleep, so you missed what we talked about, and I talked about Queer Modesque. And you have this, right? In this really, I don't know. I think it's a really nice bottle. I'm still kind of analyzing it myself, but I'm liking it. I didn't originally like it in the pictures that I saw, but I like it. I kind of wish that. So it says Queer Modesque in really, really, really fine print. It's like reading.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's really hard to find.
A nightmare.
So it sucks if you have several of these because there's no way of knowing which it is unless you look at that fine print. It's tiny. It's abnormally look at that. Can you see that?
I can't see. Yes, I can see that. Yes. but only because it's a different color, because it's black on black, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
That's right.
It's puny. So you gotta, like, if these are stacked at the back of your shelf, you gotta pull them all out until you find the one you want. But I like the bottles. I do. I didn't originally in the pictures, but they're very Art Deco. Look at the
yes
broken
yes,
corners.
you're right, they are Art Deco.
No sharp corners. I like that. Broken corners.
They're triangled off, aren't they?
Yeah, they're chamfered off. And it just feels nice in the hand. But as far as the perfume, you're familiar with this, right?
I am. I've got it. I got it. When did I get it? I got a deal. Because I bought this and Borneo 1834, and I think I got them I paid about 200 quid each, which is about 160 quid off the pair, so about £80 off both. So I was pretty all right. In fact, you know, I think it might have been even less than that. I can't remember. I'd have to go back through my eBay and have a look, which I shall do now, if you like.
We'll talk about that, Rudy. It's right here. I got everything okay. Thank you. Rudy is the man. Rudy is a friend, eh? Here you go. Rudy's. I got this from Rudy today. So we'll get into this a little bit later.
What was it?
A package.
Oh, package. Sorry. Right. Here's even better. Right. I paid
some bricks
on the 14th of January. I ordered Borneo 1834, and I paid £170, which is £110 off. And on the same day, off the same person, I paid £185 for Quermaresque. And I am fucking
bottle
in the Grazie album with that. I'm absolutely over the moon. I actually thought I'd paid a bit more. I probably would have, if I'm honest.
So you paid £185.
£185 for Quermaresque and £170 for Borneo.
Oh, yeah, that's about what I paid.
Oh, well, there we are. God, this is fucking filth, isn't it? It's fantastic.
It's close to what I paid after I do the currency.
Yeah.
Okay, so when was this released? Do you know the year?
Oh, fuck those. I'll have a look. Excuse me. You can't blame us. It's 20 past midnight. Hold on. Where are we? Someone wants to get in touch with you. So what we got here? Queer Moresque.
So
where are you? Queer Moresque.
My initial impression when I smelt this last night, it's been years since I've smelt it, is it reminded me of Queer Canage. And then when I wore Queer Moresque today, and still I thought of Queer Canage all day. Like it's this very same style of leather.
Yeah, the leather is definitely. It was released in 1996.
Oh wow! And Queer Moresque came well after that.
No, I'm talking about Queer Moresque.
Sorry, Queer Canage came well after that.
Yeah. Queer Canage came 18 years after that. Because Queer Canage came out in 2014. I've got 700 mils of Queer Canage, you know.
I think you've overdone it. Let me spray some Queer Canage. Because I wore Queer Canage last week. And I think where they separate is really where they differentiate is in the dry down, where Queer Moresque goes towards Oriental, vanillas, and maybe some sweet notes, some sweet ambers.
Do you want to hear the notes for Queer Moresque?
Sure.
Okay, so there's leather, myrrh, clove, civet, amber, caraway, incense, cinnamon, African orange flower, nutmeg.
I get a lot of orange from this.
Nutmeg, oud, styrax, musk, mandarin orange, and Virginia cedar.
Mandarin orange. So I think you read off 3 different types of oranges there.
2. Unless you include amber, which is orange, really, isn't it? because that's what it.
Yeah, it can
do you know from most ambers, right? Do you get orange from Amber Sultan? Because I get like it, not just the color, but like there's an orange vibe, like a deep sweet, like not at all fruity orange.
I think I get more of a
It's
brown, a smoky brown, and that.
no, not for me. Although I'm sitting here and I don't know, I haven't smelled it for about 3 months.
I think Queer Canage to me is drier, and in the dry down, it gets ashier and smokier. Where Queer Modeste goes into sweet, this goes ash and smoke.
Right, let's have a spray, shall we? Make sure I'm not spraying it on top of anything. Right, that's Queer Canage. Bah, it's good stuff. I get a lot of orange at the top. I get a lot of orange at the top of Queer Canage.
Yeah, like a mentholated orange.
Yeah, like a boiled sweet, like an orange boiled sweet. Do you have boiled sweets over there?
I don't even know what that is.
A hard candy.
Okay, we got lots of hard candy.
Oh fuck!
I don't know what they're called though. Anyway, this has
right.
This has a mentholated opening top, and I get this same mentholated vibe in the dry down of Toba Kalar. It's this herbal mentholated patchouli.
You see, for me, they're both very different very quickly.
Do they ever
Queer
feel
Moresque? Not on skin.
You don't
this
see.
Is like
you don't see.
I see similarities. No, I know exactly what you mean. The leather, probably the leather note. The leather note is very similar, but apart from that, like Queer Moresque turns a little bit skanky on me. I thought there was cumin in it, but it's not. It must be like the nutmeg and the clove and the caraway. Because there's some fucking spicy nuttiness going on me.
Yeah. And I get a rubbery aspect too to that leather.
Yeah, whereas Queer Canage is a little bit tangy. It's got that iris as well. It's got a big iris note in it, Queer Canage.
See, iris has never been. I get more jasmine. Iris has never really been prominent on me. Like I remember seeing iris in the notes. I was like, "Whoa, are they serious?" Because I don't feel that. I'm not getting that.
I get a big iris note in it, but I also get. You're right about that, but there's birch in Queer Canage as well.
Yeah,
and I get the birch feel. What the birch feels like it's doing is like the birch feels like it's like it's joining up. It feels like a conduit for the other notes. Like keeping things in place. Tobacco as well.
Yeah,
I get a tobacco vibe. There's two leathers in Queer Canage. There's one in the base and one in the mid. According to Fragrantica, which I mean isn't the Bible on fragrance at all. Do you know what I mean? It's not the fucking.
Does Fragrantica get their notes from the brand, or do they just kind of dig up their own?
You know what it is, right? They might as well fucking pull them out their arse. I think sometimes, if I'm being perfectly honest. I think they do. I think that a lot of what's on Fragrantica is fake it till you make it. The do does come across as being a bit bullshitty sometimes. And the thing is, they don't care.
Do you get a synthetic vibe from either of these?
Well, I mean, leather's synthetic by its very nature, isn't it?
Right. Not all leather perfumes smell synthetic, but do you actually can you discern the synthetics?
Yes, in both of them.
I almost feel like it feels like petrol. There's something petrol in here, gasoline like.
Which one?
More Queer Mud-esque.
So Queer Mud-esque. What would be petrol-y in Queer Mud-esque? Could be the civet and clove together.
It's very dry and pungent. Like, let me ask you
It
this.
is dry. It is. It is dry. It is
like
spicy. Say that again.
It's completely dry. Do you get salt from either of these? Like, considering they're queer, and I've always said a good queer should be a little bit salty.
Yes. A little bit, though, not a lot.
Not to be
but
extreme.
I think it's an aspect. I think it's an aspect maybe of the spices, especially in Queer-Maresque. The spices feel a little bit salty. They feel a little bit minerally. You know, like mineral. It doesn't feel like salt. Salt. It feels like mineral. You know, like some minerals can leave you. You put them in something and you drink them, and they feel like a bit sodium. It's
Do you have a preference between the two?
Ooh.
I'll put you on the spot.
Probably Queer-Maresque is more accessible for me, because of the iris. I think the iris brings it into the mainstream more than Queer-Maresque. I bet you any money if you were to go back in 1996 and get an original run of this, it would have been devastating.
I think at the time when this was released, it was probably groundbreaking, and then it's been.
Do you know what I would say? I would say it would break. I think it wouldn't necessarily have been groundbreaking. What it would have been is a true throwback to something like Queer de Russie or Knees 10.
Right.
It smells a lot like Knees 10. I know I've got that here and you don't, which is bonkers considering you love leather. But Knees 10's got Knees 10's got more castoreum. The leather note built around the castoreum, and it's I always find castoreum's got a slightly metallic sort of smell.
Yeah. You know what I like is that it's floral, but they didn't use green florals like Chanel used in Russian leather. So I like that they kind of changed that up and do exactly what Queer de Russie is trying. I don't get any green florals from this.
Right, say that again.
Like you said, it's not groundbreaking, but it's a throwback to perhaps Queer de Russie. But I like how they didn't try and duplicate what Queer de Russie already is. Queer de Russie is a green floral leather. This is floral. Yeah. There's floral tones in here, but they're not green. I think it's the leather is just so brown that it overtakes everything else in here.
You ever smell Queer Andalou by Ranier J?
I have not.
That's quite a good leather as well. That's another leather you should put on your list. It's like a very tan leather. It's like sun-baked leather. Soft, like you can imagine it being like them being outside in the sun in Spain, like just north of Africa. The heat, the sunshine, the dryness. And it's where is it? Hold on a minute. I've got a sample of it here. Hold on. Hold up. Right, where are we? Please don't say this is the wrong one. No, spot on.
You know what I like? I think they got enough florals where you can actually wear them in spring. Like
both of them.
Yeah, you wouldn't be out of place if you were to wear these in spring. Because I like florals in spring. I wouldn't wear these in the summer. It's just they're just way too heavy.
It's a big, horrible leather perfume. Both of them. You can't wear them in spring, surely.
I think you could. You don't need to aggressively wear them, but these are Queer-Maresque, Nicola.
You mean aggressively wear them, as in like?
I wouldn't
wear them while you shout or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't overspray them, is what I mean.
Yeah, just like one spray.
David's asking why are Animalics so appealing. And I think
because they appeal to the ancient part of your brain. The appeal to that like part of your brain that is like an animal. Because humans are animals.
All right, but why do the majority of humans, why would they avoid these animalics? Because animalics aren't flying off the shelf. I mean, they're more reserved for us enthusiasts that have been around a long time. And I think it's just we want something to contrast the fresh and clean scents that we find boring. And these are interesting and challenging, and we like to be challenged.
We do.
Life is about being challenged and responsibility.
See, this is so similar. Queer Moresque is so similar to Knees 10. It's shocking. I mean, Knees 10's a lot drier. It's a lot ashier. It's got a.
Is it more floral?
No, it's less floral.
Oh.
And there might be florals in it. If you give us a second, I'll look up what's in it. But to me, it smells much more ashy.
Do you have this?
What's that? Rien, I've got it right here, yes. And I bought 100 ml off Drac. And it's... Oh, well, I say, you know what it is, right? I might be sniffing the wrong arm. Here's the notes for Knees 10, right? Top notes. What you're laughing at?
Brian, he's always like fucking contradicting something.
Soapy wasn't. We would probably prefer soapy. Yeah.
I think Brian likes to be exclusive with his comments.
Yeah.
But he's got a point. I mean, we like different things.
Yeah. No, I do. I've got Knees 10 here, right? And these are the notes. The top notes are geranium, rosemary, bergamot, orange, petitgrain, and Amalfi lemon. The mid notes are carnation, patchouli, sandalwood, orris, tincture of rose, Virginia cedar, cinnamon, and orange blossom. And the bottom notes are leather, castoreum, oak moss, amber, musk, and vanilla. And the major notes in it, according to Fragrantica, are leather, castoreum, carnation, oak moss.
Ooh, that's lovely.
Sorry?
Carnation sounds lovely.
Yeah, it is. So I've completely dropped the bollock and lied to you. This Knees 10 is much more floral than either Queer Canage or Queer Moresque, but it is blended really well. It was made by Vincent Roubert and Francois Coty in 1920, in the 1920s. They don't even know what year it was.
I'm going to spray some Rien because it definitely fits. I'm going to spray some Rien because it definitely fits in this genre. It's so loud and pungent. This is louder than both of those.
It feels like it's stripping the lining from your nostrils.
Yeah, it's like a paint remover.
Yeah, it is very, smells like it's bad for you. You know, it smells like it should have like a fucking...
Like you need a mask wearing it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like you should have some cotton wool stuffed up your nose when you're wearing it. It smells like fire.
I'm starting to get a headache.
Smells like
smelling all these leathers, I'm starting to get a headache.
It will do that to you. Like
I find this more buttery.
Yeah, Rian's got a massively buttery note in the bottom. It's got no earthly right to be. It's got no right to be there. It's got absolutely no right to be there, considering what the rest of the perfume's like.
I like that buttery note. It's the same buttery note I find in it's the leather butter combo from Leather Oud.
Yeah, that's more What's the buttery note in that from though? There's a particular
Civet. It's gotta
ingredient
be
in.
civet.
It's not civet. Civet doesn't give you leather butter,
Civet's
does it?
kind of buttery, yeah. It's like golden butter, pissy butter.
Oh, I don't know. I just don't know. Oh no, I don't want the 2017 version, 2018 version. Shite. Leather oud. Where is Dior? La Collection Couturier Parfumier. 800 votes. That's the one. It's got beeswax, civetta, leather, oud, birch, French labdanum, amber, cloves, cardamom, sandalwood,
It's got
patchouli.
civet.
It could be. I'll tell you what it could be. It could be the sandalwood. It could be the sandalwood, like giving it that creamy vibe.
It's not creamy,
But-
it's buttery.
Well, I mean, bloody hell, what do you think butter's made of?
No, I know what you mean. Stop.
It's like they've whipped up. It's like they've whipped up some sandalwood and like made like a frothy cream out of it. It's probably the way it's blended. It's probably like the way it's made. It's got I mean, beeswax as well. Beeswax and leather oud. That'll give it like that slightly like that slight sweetness. Like, and like the juxtaposition. Plus it's got cardamom in it. I never knew it had cardamom in it. It's also got clove. I'm starting to really enjoy clove.
I like the buttery aspect. Yes, I love clove. I don't find clove in Queer Mud-esque. I haven't found it yet, but I'm hoping to. I get clove in Rien though.
Really?
Rudy, I put my Great Britain. I don't remember where I put it. I'm trying to think. I'll have to remember where it went, but it's not on the shelf. It's got to be in one of these boxes somewhere. I don't want to start going through. I don't know. It'll take me a while to find it. But from what isn't Great Britain Queer de Russie, or the one similar to Queer de Russie?
Oh, Thomas.
Do you want to look at Fumery Turk? Do you have Fumery?
I don't have Fumery Turk. I've got a sample somewhere, but fuck knows where it is. I think it got thrown out.
Somebody was asking. Speedwolf was asking about Fumery Turk. I wouldn't mind. I liked Fumery Turk. Let me get the bottle.
Okay, go on then. Ugh. Ow.
I think I'm going to wear Fumery tomorrow.
Right.
We were talking about this today. The top is quite sweet, but that's okay because it goes away really quickly.
Yeah. Do you think it's a little bit? Do you think the structure of it's a little bit like Tuscan leather?
It's much sweeter.
No. I don't mean the smell. I mean the structure.
I haven't had a chance to wear it yet. I've only smelt it on a blotter. So you mean the?
I think it's like Tuscan leather, but instead of leather, it's tobacco. Swap tobacco.
Tuscan
swap
leather
tobacco and leather.
An ashiness to it. It does have a cigarette, like a smoked cigarette to it.
And it's got a sweet little raspberry at the top as well.
They're both dry and resinous, like dry smoked woods. Like dry ambery woods.
What, like Tuscan leather and Fumery Turk?
That's right. Yeah, I can see what you mean. There is something that brings them together. This is much sweeter though. And probably not as challenging as Tuscan leather can be challenging. It gets animalic and very ashy. It's like if you've ever had a full ashtray and poured a couple of if you poured some beer inside of it and then taken a whiff. Have you ever gotten that?
What, from Tuscan leather?
No. Have you ever smelt an ashtray full of beer?
Probably yes, but it would have been a long time ago.
That's what Tuscan leather reminds me of.
Slightly boozy, slightly sweet. But you don't
Not
mean like hard booze.
but I think when you pour beer in it, it kind of makes the smell more pungent.
I'm not sure.
But this is good. I like this a lot too.
Yeah, Fumery Turk.
Somebody likes my pillows.
That's kind of them.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm gonna put these back from whence they came. Oh,
all right, what else? What else is new, Duck?
What else is new? I don't know. What else is new? I haven't bought anything.
Why not?
I finally got me me bottle of Balenciaga Pour Homme.
Is everything okay that you haven't bought anything? Or?
I know that's right, isn't it? It makes you worry. If I haven't bought anything, something must be wrong. On there you go.
Are my
right,
pillows?
hold on. I'm just putting everything back where it came from. Hold on. Oh, forwards. Right, I'm back. So what were you saying? Is everything all right? Because I haven't bought anything. No, it's like I was talking to you the other day. I'm just trying to save and not necessarily save, but just not buy shit. You know what I mean? Just not buy shit.
Yeah. Because you were saying something yesterday or the day before about wanting to find like another great perfume, and we were having that discussion. We're like, well, look at the size of your collection and how many of them are truly great, like truly move you. You know, there's not very like, yeah, sure, a lot of them smell great and they smell good, but how many are truly great? Jack Dean says there's a new Chanel and a celebratory fragrance coming out for number 5. And I don't know anything about that. I haven't seen anything.
Rudy's asking if I got his bottle.
Have they released any pictures yet?
No, there's nothing. I'm sure Jacob would have said something if there was. He'd be all over that. He'd be shit hot on that. It would no, there's nothing. There's nothing about that. Apparently, what was it he said? Something in late June. They're not doing it for the 5th. They're doing it in late June, apparently.
Klaus says he just picked up After the Moon. I purchased Musk Ravageur as my second Frederick. Well, congratulations. You got 2 really good Frederick Malles.
Wait for it so long, it's on the way to me. Have Musk, Milano, La Tessa. I got a few perfumes in the last couple of days. Sorry. I got a few perfumes in the last couple of days. I got Orca by House of Matriarch. That was a partial. I bought Hemingway by Musk Milano. That was a partial. I bought Havana, a vintage bottle of Havana.
How is that?
How's Havana? It's like.
Is it a good tobacco?
It's a fresh tobacco leaf. It's not sweet. It's not bitter. It is a little bit bitter. I've said it's not bitter. It's a little bit bitter.
Is it amber?
No. No, it's like fresh tobacco leaf. You know how tobacco is like a green? Tobacco leaf's like it's an anti-inflammatory. It's not an anti-inflammatory. Sorry, it's an antifungal. It's an antibacterial. It's very clean. Tobacco leaf. It's very good for like keeping stuff clean. So is
it a green tobacco? A green fresh tobacco?
Yeah, it's a green fresh tobacco. Not at all.
Or dry tobacco?
No sweetness. No green. It's green. It's green. It's a little bit salty. Like it's like. Is it salty though? Is it? Right. So it's very masculine. it smells like fresh cigar, you know, like veiny leaves. Yeah. Fuck off. Your perfumes just fell out. It just fell out for no reason as well. I wasn't even looking at them, and they just fell out behind me back. You know, tobacco leaves are quite veiny. Like they're quite thick.
They got a thick stem.
Yeah, they've got like a thick stem, and then they've got like big not folds, but like ridges.
Right, vein.
They're a bit like a they're a bit like a crinkle cut chip.
Yeah.
And it's decent. It's decent. I would recommend you smell it. I don't necessarily recommend you buy it. I think you would. I think you would.
Affordable though, aren't they?
So yeah, the Aramis. Yeah, get a vintage one. Don't get the new one. I gave the new one to me mate.
What would it take for you to sell your entire collection?
Money. I wouldn't. There are some stuff. There's some stuff I wouldn't sell though. There's some stuff I don't. I think you need to ask yourself serious question, right? About collect. This is like this gets a bit existential here, right? But if you don't own perfumes that you wouldn't sell for all the money in the world, then you're probably not a massive lover of perfume. People would say, right, here's a different one. Say if you couldn't replace them once you'd sold them, would you still sell some of the perfumes that you've got? And since I collect vintage, I can honestly tell you the Balenciaga Pour Homme, I'm just hoovering those up whenever I find them, because they're running out and quick. If you live on the continent, I could probably give you a link if you wanted to buy some off a bloke who has now refused to send us any more because of the fucking paperwork. And it's so Zhao, if you want a bottle, let us know, and I'll send you a link to the bloke's eBay account, and you could probably get some because he's got some 50ml bottles. I sent us, so that's why I can't find a Balenciaga. Richard's buying them all. You're fucking damn right. I regret nothing. I've now got 400ml, and I've got my eye on another bottle. People are asking if I've considered getting insurance for my bottles. No, but it has been mentioned. I don't know how I would explain that one away to the insurance.
What if something happened to your bottles?
If something happened to me bottles, then I don't know what I would do.
Look what I got.
What you got? Show us. What is it?
I know you're not going to be happy with this.
What is that?
Wow.
What is it?
They're so pretty.
I forgot it. Celine. I don't know what they are.
Look at the size of that. And it's damn heavy. Oh, and there's some samples in here too.
That's nice of them.
It's nice of Rudy to go through all this work. Thank you, Rudy.
It is. That is nice of Rudy to go through all that work. Thank you, Rudy.
I'm going to open one of them.
Are you really? An unboxing live on stream?
I'll open...
There are 89 people in here. You should like the stream for Eugene.
Like the stream for Perfume.
It doesn't rhyme. It can't be true. I like the stream for Eugene. There are haters. There are people who are severely backed up and who can't get unblocked. And they're stuck. They're backed up, and nothing can be helped to unblock them.
Could being constipated be a psychological issue?
There is a lot of people are psychologically constipated. It's a well-known term in psychology. I'm pretty sure of that. That's right, Tara. Tara says, I've liked the stream for Eugene. Everybody leave a comment saying, I've liked the stream for Eugene.
Isn't she the best?
She is the best.
Was that a slip?
A slight slip.
All right, so let's see what it's about.
Oh, it's so fresh. It's so fresh in a bit of masculine way. Sorry?
I'm afraid to open this.
Go on, then.
How do you open this?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong man.
It's really tight.
You can like the stream for Eugene if you give a fuck for the duck.
Wow, did you just come up with that now?
Yeah, I've just come up with that right now. If you give a fuck about the duck, you will like the stream for Eugene. So think on.
Such a really strange.
Unblock me. Can you unblock me? Can you unblock me?
Are you blocked up?
No, I'm not blocked up.
All right, here we go.
It's fucking brilliant, me. Feel great. Give a fuck for the duck. That's right.
The reflection is horrible.
How horrible is it?
The reflection of light.
Well, quite. Celine. Well, that's some intricate packaging, isn't it? Is that just a label on a bottle?
Well, I'll pull it out and I'll have a look. The packaging is phenomenal. The bottle is so damn heavy, and there is a lot of detail in this. Damn, that's a thick ass bottle.
Can I see the label again?
Look at this. That's insane.
The ridges on that. It's like a George Foreman grill.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a fucking George Foreman grill.
I can torch this and then cook chicken on it.
I got a George Foreman grill. The George Foreman grill.
Let me blow this
If you won't cook my dinner, George Foreman will.
Let me turn this shit off and get rid of this. Okay, here we go. Do you see that?
Do I see what?
Anyway, I'm giving you a look. It's big. Wow. Rudy, you weren't wrong, man. The damn thing is a paperweight.
A fucking big unit. Oh, tell me more about how big and thick it is.
You know what it feels like is like a whiskey decanter.
Yeah, that's what Catherine's just said.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's so damn heavy. Like there's a lot of glass here. I don't know how I'm going to spray this on. I should have gone for the 100 mils. This is almost too big and clunky.
How big is that?
200.
Yeah, for fuck's sake. You can't help yourself, can you?
Huh?
You can't help yourself, can you?
It's an insecurity thing, right? You know,
Yeah,
like
the
little short guy always drives the big truck.
That's right. That's right. You're
so
a wee man.
I'm not crazy about the name, but the perfume is gorgeous.
Is it? Who's the perfumer?
They don't say, but the opening of
Really?
this. Yeah, I've never been able to find out. The opening is sensational. It's just like,
What's it like?
green earthy galbanum. Spicy.
You've been into your green perfumes recently. Is that why you bought it?
No, it's green didn't come to mind when I purchased it, but when I sampled the things that Rudy had sent me, this one stood out. This and black tie stood out the most. And I like it because it's super powdery, like it's a powder bomb.
Powder bomb.
And honestly, I wanted to see what the bottles felt like in real life. And I am not disappointed. They're like everything Rudy said they were. Like, listen to this.
It sounds heavy.
Dude, it's so heavy. I can play with this all night. I'm going to end the stream and just sit here and play with this bottle.
Sounds about right.
Okay, bye, guys.
Okay, bye.
Really gorgeous perfume.
What's it? So give us your.
It's got to have a tobacco in here as well. It's like galbanum and tobacco.
Do you want us to look up the notes?
I don't know the notes. Do you know the notes? I can look it up.
I'm going to look them up right now.
It's probably just vanilla and orris, musk.
Night Clubbing by Celine. I don't like the name of the brand. Celine. It just sounds like Celine Dion.
Yeah. I don't like
galbanum, vanilla, orris, musk, patchouli, and moss.
I can definitely see the moss. Yeah.
Really?
Oh man, it's so good. Yeah.
So which other ones have you got?
I got black tie as well.
Slack tie.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at slack tie. Are you unboxing that?
Black tie.
Yeah, black tie. Pack tie. So that's vanilla. They like vanilla, don't they? Vanilla, cedar, mott. They're like fucking hell. It's essentially the same notes, just in a different order.
Same notes regurgitated in most of the perfumes. It's vanilla, musk, orris,
cedar, musk. Yeah, vanilla, cedar, moss, orris, and musk. Do you think they use good ingredients?
Yeah, absolutely.
You think they're natural?
They feel very like nothing here feels like it out of place, like it's synthetic, or I don't know if they're natural. I would say they're higher quality for sure. They feel really good. They smell really good. They're impressive.
I would love to know who the perfumer was. I'm beginning to get beginning to have like a real problem with brands that don't identify the perfumer.
Why do you think that is? I know a lot of brands they hold their perfumers to a confidentiality agreement. Like Tom Ford does that, I believe.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's total bullshit.
Well, it's not everybody's obsessed with knowing who the perfumers are outside of.
I don't deny that, but I suppose it's maybe the perfumers don't want to be famous. Have you ever heard of that lass who used to write the songs for Britney Spears?
No.
There's a girl. There was a lass who used to write the songs for Britney Spears, and she's got a brilliant voice. She's really good looking. She wrote the songs. She could have been famous herself, but she sold the songs instead. She's worth about 70, 80, $100 million because of the songs that she made. Right. But she doesn't have any of the problems that Britney Spears has got. So she just wrote the perfume.
Like
wrote
Sia or something?
Sorry?
Is it Sia? Is her name Sia? Is it a dude or a girl?
It could be. No, it's definitely a girl because she's good looking. She's actually really good looking. She's got a really good voice. And she could have been Britney Spears if she wanted to.
And she's a singer herself.
Yeah, she sings herself, and she wrote a lot. Yeah. Where was it? Sia. Yeah, it was Sia wrote a lot of mega popular early 2000s hits. Yeah, you're right. And we'll have a look. Sia. Because I know she wrote Toxic. The one I'm thinking of wrote Toxic, and Where is she? No, I can't find it. It's not. I don't know if we're thinking of the same. If we're thinking about the. If we're thinking about. Listen, she didn't want to be famous. I'm not sure who wrote "Toxic" by Britney Spears, because that's the one I'm thinking.
She doesn't
about.
like to show her face either. When she sings, she's always covered up. She either wears like she stands with her back towards the crowd, or she wears like long hair over her face, or these masks.
Tell you what she's called. It was written and produced by Ponce Winnipeg. Where was it? Super Vet. No, that's not right. Rather Star. Janet Jackson. Toxic, right? Here's a bit of facts about Toxic, right? It was written for Janet Jackson before, right? So Britney Spears took it after Janet Jackson and Kylie Minogue turned it down. Kathy Dennis.
Who's
That's
that?
what her name was. Kathy Dennis. Hold on. Kathy Dennis. Where is she? No, that's not it. When she was younger, she was hot as fuck.
The bottles are gorgeous, but I think they're just a little bit too big. They feel bigger than the Chanel 200 mils.
Where is she? Sorry, I'm just off on a fucking tangent here. Like,
oh, I haven't noticed.
I'm just. Yes, that is. It is. It's right. It's Kathy Dennis. She was hot when she was like fucking, like younger. She's like 52 now. But she's got like she's minted. So there you go. So she's made a fortune, and she didn't take. And maybe that's what the perfumers. All of that just to say, maybe that's what the perfumers are doing. Maybe they just want to take. They don't want any of the fucking fame and the spotlight. They just want the money, and they just run away with it. That's fair play to them. Duckipedia. That's right.
All right, Duck. What else?
What else? I don't know. What else? What else you got? What you got for us?
Not a whole lot.
What are you playing me? What have you been? Sorry.
Are you playing with a magnetic cap?
No, I'm playing with the top of a Zorro pour on. I've got a vintage one.
Do you like to play with your?
Well, clearly I didn't think I did until very recently, and then clearly I do now. I'll tell you the one that I really don't like to fidget with is Rive Gauche pour on. Because it's basically just made of like fucking tin foil.
Yeah, tin. That's right. I guess it'd be easy to squish that fucker too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It feels like it's popped into place as well. So I don't want to open it up. I want to wear this. This is a lot. I'll tell you what this is similar to. It's Cristobal by Balenciaga. They're very similar perfumes. Please don't fucking fall out. Please don't fall. Thank God.
Do Balenciaga still make perfumes at all?
Yeah, but I think that's shit. I think that's their latest stuff. Their latest stuff really quite bad. From a perfume, and it's sad to see, but like the perfume brand that I used to know compared to that's the one I say I used to know. The perfume brand that brought out a couple of really good perfumes is just absolutely gone to shit. Some of the stuff they make, they don't even try. And it's a shame as well because Balenciaga is quite a big brand, and they've got a big name. It's got loads of letters in. It's fucking. It's like. Why would you create like so much and be so good and then just shit upon yourself?
Interesting.
Like, they've totally shut the bed. What's interesting?
That they just let go of themselves, like they've
Yeah,
their perfume
like
department went to crap.
yeah,
There must have been
I
like
was
something going on within the upper management for that to happen.
yeah, I was talking to a mate the day, and she said that it's like it's all interwoven, the whole brand, like the perfume's interwoven with the perfume's interwoven with the like the fashion and how they try to like everything's like mixed up and like how they do their research is that they find out what people want from the students and like the students like basically the professors at these fashion schools and these fashion houses what they'll do is that they'll go into like they'll go into like class and they'll find out what like the kids are drawing and what the kids are making, right? And then they'll like take those ideas and like amalgamate them and then like kick them back upstairs and then like it's like a feedback loop. Like then the kids then go on to go into the brands once they're finished at the fashion school. So they're basically just redoing their own ideas and like honing them, learning how to do it. And that's where they get all their new ideas from, apparently.
From
That's
kids.
why you find like a lot of like basically yeah, that's why you find a lot of young people in the fashion industry, and that's why they get rid of them when they get older, because they get stale very quickly. Like you rarely find like longevity in like the fashion industry. Sorry?
They get a couple of good ideas and they burn out.
Yeah, exactly. There's like it would be interesting to see what George thought about that, and what he thinks like the dropout rate is. But I bet it's very high. I bet it's really high for like youngins who go into fashion. I imagine people have left fashion before. I imagine people have left fashion before the age of 25. Excuse me. Yeah. So there you go. Someone mentioned sand. Sorry?
Are you feeling tired?
Sort of, but not any more than usual. No, I haven't tried any Bodicea, but I have. Oh, Duncan's wearing Balenciaga Pour Homme right now. It's amazing. Jack Dean says Balenciaga makes enough money from the fashion sales. I imagine they do. We should go to fashion school posing as a teen about how cool Balenciaga Pour Homme is. Maybe they'll reissue it. That's a good shout.
Why don't you apply for their perfume sector? Maybe become
because
the
because they outsource. They just fucking outsource it. There isn't a specialized perfume.
One of those brands, eh?
Well, there's most of them brands are one of those brands. If I'm being honest, there's no
pride.
There's no. Yeah, they don't take pride in their heritage of like. I mean, you look at YSL. There's a very, very good argument of saying up to about YSL Lanaway de L'Homme, they were third behind Chanel and Dior as like the mega designer houses of perfume in the world. You could say it was Chanel, Dior, and then
YSL.
And then YSL. But they're just completely fucked it. They're not interested.
What do you think of YSL L'Homme?
YSL L'Homme's good. It's a little bit. It's sort of. Oh, the whole franchise is dog shit. There's 2 of them that are really good. Like the L'Homme is really good. The original is really good, and Lanaway de L'Homme is good. I'm not a massive fan of Lanaway de L'Homme, but it's good. Right. But the rest of them can just get in the bin.
Yeah.
It's like why did you bother with the fucking rest of them, man? They're fucking awful.
Yeah,
you could have saved yourself the time and the.
It really waters things down and blurs them out. But my oldest kid wears the original L'Homme, and I'm like, all right, it smells good on him whenever he walks by. And I tried it on, and I was like, all right, it smells good, but it's not very interesting. Like it doesn't do what we want perfumes to do. Like there's nothing wrong with it. It smells good, but it's not very exciting. And I don't mind smelling it on him. I'd rather him wear that than nothing at all.
Yeah. Or Sauvage or something like that, you know what I mean? As long as he's not wearing shit like that. It's L'Homme's a decent little perfume for like I don't know how old he is, but like for a teenager, it's a decent
16.
Little perfume,
He's 16, yeah.
It's good. It's good perfume that for a 16-year-old, I think.
Yeah. I'm hoping, you know, as they age, they'll start getting into the more interesting things. But that's like a natural progression. We all started somewhere, right?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I started with like Tommy and
Tommy Hilfiger,
yeah, Tommy Hilfiger for men and YSL and Polo Sport.
Yeah, but that was many moons ago. That wasn't.
Yeah, that was like. I mean, that was when I was like in me.
Let's say, yeah, when you first started getting into it, watching YouTube, and I don't know if you read Base Notes or Fragrantica, but around that time, when you first started getting like thinking about it every day, what were you wearing? What were you into?
Designers.
Which ones?
I wore designers and Serge Lutens. Serge Lutens was my first niche shops.
All right, but what designers were you into? Because at that time, I was wearing Chanel designers.
I didn't like. I always thought Chanel was very austere. I always thought Chanel was a little. I liked Allure.
Yeah.
But I didn't wear Allure. I was wearing stuff like M7.
M7.
I loved M7. M7 was like a love at first sniff.
That's really interesting for like a newbie era.
Yeah, like, but like this was like when it was reissued in because there were like I've told you the story of how I got into perfume, haven't I? Like I loved perfume, like, and then when I left school, I started shopping around for it when I was like 16, 17, and I used to buy loads of like designer fragrance. I had like 10 or 15 perfumes when I was like a youngin'.
Was that to get compliments? To get noticed?
Yeah, it was to get nailed. That's what I was doing it for.
To unblock, yeah.
I want like to unblock. No, I was doing the blocking. I was blocking women. I was blocking them up. I just loved the perfume. I just like used to go shopping, and that's what I wanted to buy with my money, the little money that I had. So I used to really enjoy that.
These Celine are like catnip. They're addictive. It's that vanilla and musk combination. Very warm and creamy and smoky, but it's just so like pleasing to the senses.
Is it challenging? Because it doesn't sound very challenging. To me, it doesn't sound like something that you'd usually go for.
They're not challenging, but they're really well made. Like they're very pleasing, like extremely.
To me, that's it's like that's a complete departure as far as like for me from like what you have or what you usually get. A complete departure.
I know what you mean. I don't want to smell like I don't want to be challenged every single day. I enjoy those fragrances and I appreciate them, but I want to change. I want to change things up. I don't want to wear the same thing every day or the same style.
Some days you just want to wear a Burger King. You just want to wear a Burger King. Some days you just want to eat a Burger King rather than a steak. Food.
I got to start a fast again. I'm going to try and go for a 3 or 4 day fast.
Yeah, you got the shit the last time though, didn't you? When you broke your fast.
Well, I broke it with Chinese food, and you guys didn't even stop me. Like, what kind of friends are you and Guerlain? You just kind of went like, yeah, Chinese food, get Chinese food.
I'm sure I said pizza, and then I pulled back. Don't eat pizza, you'll die.
I think you did pizza.
I did say pizza. I had a pizza yesterday. It was very nice. It was a stuffed crust. It was tomato stuffed crust. It was very nice.
We had poutine. I took I took the kids out for some poutine, and
poutine, did they, with the old man?
Do you know what that
boys,
is?
I'll teach you how to eat this poutine.
Poutine is it's
I don't
French
know what
fries
poutine is.
with cheese curds and gravy.
Say that again.
It's French fries with cheese
Right.
curds and gravy, and you pour this like steaming hot gravy over the cheese, and it melts together. It's really
Jesus
popular
Christ.
here. Yeah, it's really good too, but really bad for you.
I was going to say that sounds ropey as fuck. I'm glad you didn't break your fast with that.
I'd still be on the shitter.
Yeah. You would have fucking. Life is too short for Burger King. What is Guerlain talking about?
Emilio says it's great drunk food. That's exactly what it is. It's just pure filler, right?
Oh, you made Duck wait until midnight for poutine. That's right. Celine's poutines. I hate gourmand fragrance, Emilios man says.
Now I want to go for a poutine. We should all go for a poutine.
Poutine. Rich, the cheese curds are squeaky like halloumi.
These leathers are really heavy. They're kind of like made my brain swell.
Yeah, I imagine smelling 3 or 4 different like I've got Cuisinart on my left elbow. I've got what's this one? This one's Cuir Moresque, and then I've got fucking Cuir Andalou by Ranier J on this tissue. And I feel like there's a fucking note in that Cuir Andalou, and I'm sure it's like is it violet?
Violet's a pretty prominent note in a lot of leathers.
Yeah, I think there's a violet that smells like Cuir Canage, that Cuir No, sorry, that's a lie. It smells like Cuir Entente.
Yeah, I get a massive violet in Cuir Entente. It's like
Cuir Entente is more violet than it is leather.
Yeah, and it's too strong. It's way too strong and aggressive. It's way stronger than I like double. I would cut that back in half. I like subtle.
It's a massive. Sorry?
I like subtlety. I like nuanced. I don't like obnoxious. And Cuir Entente is a bully. It wants to be noticed.
Let's have a look. What's in Cuir Andalou? I think we should drop a list. Me and the chat should drop a list of leathers that you need to try that you haven't got, starting with Knees 10.
Knise. Is it
Knees? I think it's Knees. I think
you
it's
got
knees.
me yawning, yo.
You're the one who wanted to start it fucking tomorrow. You know what I mean? We started literally at the time when it's
tomorrow.
You wanted to start tomorrow, so it's like tomorrow. I was all ready to go.
I was just thinking about myself.
I'm thinking about the fucking European audience. I don't know how many people are in here, but the European audience aren't here.
Rudy says the golden edition is better.
Oh no, the thing with the golden edition is that it's more rounded, it's more perfected. Yeah, there's a in Cuir Andalou, the notes are leather, castoreum, saffron, oud, violet, iris, vetiver, sandalwood, patchouli, neroli, and rose. You totally get the purple flowers, the saffron, the violet, and the iris.
Stefan Seconds golden edition. So we got 2 votes for golden edition.
Both wrong.
And Fritz says he loves gourmands but never wears them. Quite ironic.
He wears them on other people. He likes them on other people. Are there some perfumes you prefer on other people rather than yourself?
Yeah, I used to like Maria would wear Shalimar quite often, and I would love smelling it on her. It was just so it was, I don't know, it was really, it just smelled classy, like sophisticated. Yeah. And it was like, all right, you know, if I can smell it on her, that means I don't want to wear it and I can enjoy something else and still enjoy Shalimar at the same time.
Yeah, so you're getting like layering.
Yeah, it was like you get the best of both worlds.
That's right. That's right. You don't have to worry. You got the someone's got Rien Intense. I smelled Rien Intense, and I thought Rien Intense was easier to wear than Rien.
That's interesting. I gotta open the window because I sprayed.
You're dying. He's been putting leather up his bloody schnozzle. The Burke.
I've been snorting leather.
He's been snorting leather. Does anybody know how to get stains out of leather jackets? I've got a stain on my leather jacket and I'm a bit worried about it. It was just like, I don't know, it was like some form of like dairy product. I think it was like fucking like yogurt or something. Maybe it's milk. And now it's got like a black mark on it. And I'm a bit fucking worried because it cost us 400 fucking quid. Take it to the dry cleaner. Yeah, Jack Dean's got a point. Somebody else said that to us.
Jared, do you see a similarity between black tie and Eau Noir?
We were talking about Eau Noir, weren't we?
Yeah, I see a connection there.
Jack Dean, are you in the UK? Saddle soap.
I agree with this. As a grown man, I feel silly wearing gourmands or I totally feel that. Like sweet perfumes.
If Jack Dean's in the UK, yes, I'm in London.
But I feel just as silly wearing something overly aggressive. It's just like screaming, "Look at me!"
Okay. This I got an Eau Noir. I got an Eau Noir candle, and God, it's
so
lavender coffee.
Have you smelt the Eau Noir perfume?
No,
never. Not
that I can remember.
Would the chat recommend for the duck to go and blind buy Eau Noir? I think it's good. I think Eau Noir is good. I don't think it's life-changing, though.
I'm not sure I want to spend that kind of money on a Dior anymore. I'm worried what Demaché is going to have done to it. Jared, give a decant for Eau Noir to the duck. That's right. Donate to the duck.
Somebody in the UK send them a decant.
I will send you stuff back. That's why I was asking Jack Dean. I would send you some decants if you wanted, Jack. If you leave a comment under this video, I'll send you some crazy perfume that you've never smelled before. You may have smelled before. I'll send you some Balenciaga Pour Homme. Maybe.
Rich, I was telling you earlier, we were talking about the curry note in Eau Noir.
Yes.
And Claus. And the bottle that I have, I don't get that much curry in it as when I had originally sampled it. It was extremely spicy. It legit smelled like a bowl of curry. And I miss that. I want that curry note back. But I think they've taken it out.
Have you ever smelled the Participe Passé?
Never heard of it.
By Serge Luton. Straight up smells like Chinese curry, right? And when I say Chinese curry, what I mean is, do you know cheap Chinese like restaurants and cheap Chinese takeaways? Yeah. And they use that fucking generic fucking curry shit that's like bright yellow on that's what it smells like. It smells like a cheap Chinese curry house. It's fucking rotten.
Hey, a duck. Why does cheap Chinese curry infuriate you so much? What is it about?
It's not that cheap Chinese curry. Cheap Chinese curry doesn't infuriate me. Serge Luton's producing a fragrance for fucking hundreds of pounds that smells like cheap Chinese curry does.
See, there you go. Houdini will send you a sample of Eau Noir.
I'll send you a sample of Eau Noir. I will. I'll leave a comment under the video, Houdini. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, James. John. Yeah.
Maybe it's just gotten used to it. I don't know, but I don't get that anymore. You
What,
don't get
the
curry
curry
in
note?
noir still? I haven't noticed it in a long time.
Oh Noir. Oh Noir is splitting. Oh Noir splitting opinion in the chat. This is interesting. Spice. Are
Caramel.
you referring to curry note as in the spice mix or the curry leaf?
No, the spice. Like the Indian
The spice.
plate, the dish.
Duncan says Communist Chinese Party monosodium glutamate curry EDP. That's a lot. What do you call it when you when you just put letters instead of words? What are they called?
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Abbreviation. It's a lot of abbreviations you've got there. Oh Noir is the best. I need Oh Noir and Mitzer, and my Dior collection is complete. I'm not sure. People go on about vetiver as well. I have smelled the vetiver, and to me, Dior vetiver just smells like another vetiver perfume.
I'd blind buy it, but
really,
I would take Mitza over Au Noir any day. Not even a question for me.
Bloody hell! What's Mitza smell like then?
Like Ombre Sultan ish.
Ooh, I've got Ombre Sultan for that though.
I just personally prefer Mitza.
I think Amber Sultan is the reference amber.
Why?
I can't think of it.
First that you.
I think there's an element. I think there's an element of that. I think there's an element of that. I think you're right. I think it's because it's the first. I've told the story about what Amber Sultan did. Amber Sultan was my gateway perfume. Amber Sultan was the first time I smelled the perfume, and I was like, "Oh shit! What has just happened?" So I think that's part of it. But I think,
is that the only one, or have you had several aha moments?
I've had many aha moments with perfumes.
Aha perfumes.
Yeah, like aha perfumes, like several aha moments with perfumes. I'll tell you another one. Santal Majuscule by Serge Lutens. I got Amber Sultan first, and then quickly off the belt, right? Quickly off the belt, like it would have been about a month, 2 months later, I went and smelled Santal Majuscule, and I was like, what? Because they're completely different perfumes. I've got them both right here, right? And they're completely different perfumes. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, how is that? Amber Precious, MJ says, Amber Precio from 1988. MJ, do you mean that the new one isn't as good? Because I've smelled the new one, and I think it smells a lot like Amber Sultan. Now, I do appreciate the fact that Amber Precio came first. But, oh God, that's so good. Santal Majuscule is so good. I've got a backup of that coming tomorrow. I'm buzzing. That was on your stream when I bought that. Can you remember last week?
I do. You bought it during this stream.
I literally bought it on stream. I was just like, get in me, you dirty perfume. I'm trying to think of other aha moments I've had with perfumes. The problem is I've only got like half my perfume collection out in front of us. So it's hard. Volutes was another perfume, the one from Diptyque. I remember smelling Volutes for the first time.
Was an aha moment for you?
Maybe not aha. No, I remember
that perfume.
Sorry?
Brian, I really struggled with that perfume.
You don't like it still?
Brian's asking about so the Guerlain art and material bottles are being repackaged, and I do have pictures of.
Go on then.
I don't know how I'm going to share this, but they're not the best pictures either.
All right, let's have a look at you. Oh,
Can you see that?
can you hear us?
I hear you.
They are not right. So what's in that? What's in that line?
That's like Rose Barbar, Iris Torrefi, Queer Beluga, Spiritus Double Vanille.
Right. So it's them ones. No, I'm not a big fan of them bottles.
Yeah,
Do you know what you want to do? Do you know? Do you know what you want to do? You want to get yourself to the boutique and buy up all the fucking old ones that you possibly can, and just hold on to them for a year or two, and then they'll go through the fucking roof when people realize they're being reformulated.
And these were supposed to have come out this year, but I think because of the whole lockdown and stuff, it's kind of pushed them back.
Oh, it's a shame. I don't like it when they do that. I mean, Guerlain are apparently they're moving away from the B bottles.
They're known for that. The B bottle will forever be that's from the 1850s. They've been using.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that they're not going to have the B bottles in, like, you know how they've got loads of stuff in B bottles.
Yeah, they've rebranded
got loads
as well.
Yeah, they've got like a few. They've got like a lot of they've got a lot of perfumes, a lot of different lines in the B bottles. And I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to mix it up with different bottles and try and modernize a bit. I don't know how their sales are, but if they've closed they closed the boutique in Toronto, didn't they?
So the
Guerlain's closing it. Sorry?
Yeah, they're getting rid of the B bottles, and all the perfumes are going to be bottled in the Lure Blue packaging. The Lure Blue and Mitsuko bottle. You know, the ones with the shoulders?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find a picture. So Jiki will come in that, and the Hema. Like Jiki's going outside of the B bottle. Shamad.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be just the classics. I don't think it's going to be like the new feminines.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Yeah,
the new feminines might remain. I think Samsara is going to be transferred over into that bottle. I don't even know where I'm going to find a picture.
It's sad, but I suppose
I think it's just marketing. They're just kind of playing with.
No, you're spot on. No, you're right.
And it brings a lot of attention to the house too, I believe.
I mean, Guerlain was always like a nudge and a smile, wasn't it? It was always like people who knew what they were doing would wear Guerlain, and not a lot of people. Like, it wasn't like accessible. It's like Guerlain wasn't always like the brand like what they are now.
Hold down the fort.
Hold down the fort. Where's he going? Oh my God, it's just you and me now. Guerlain's been around so long; they've gone through a lot of changes, for better or for worse. Like, when you realize how many perfumes that they've made over the time, not all of them are bangers. Like, I've got like a vintage Coriolan. I don't suppose there is any other sort of fucking bottle. The great unblocking. Yes, there'll be no unblocking of anybody, Catherine. The constipated will have to remain constipated, I'm afraid, Catherine. Those who deserve to be blocked up shall remain blocked up. What was I saying? Yeah, like, I've got a bottle of Coriolan, like a vintage 50ml. Hold on, I'll get me picture on the go. Where are I? Whoops. There you go. Look, there's me Mr. Strong mug. That mug is a lie, by the way. I am not Mr. Strong. There's my little 50ml Coriolan, and I've got to be perfectly honest with you. Like, I've smelled a lot better. It's very bland, very plain. And you always think of Guerlain, you always think of like the smash hits, but they've released a lot of normal stuff as well, like stuff that's like you could be considered like pretty average. What What's Musk saying? Dimashi made toxic for Britney, I think. Shut up, Heinz. They've always done variety of bottles. I would prefer it if they had a set design. Coriolan is like a worse derby. Coriolan feels a bit like he thought he had to release a new masculine perfume and just the packaging's nicer than the fucking perfume. Coriolan, Catherine, you're not really missing out on anything, man. It's kind of pants. I mean, it's well blended. It's just the actual perfume itself is a bit dink. Somebody's, what the hell has he got there?
Perfume.
Klaus is asking which Guerlain is my favourite. I would have to say after smelling it, Derby. I've got a few Guerlains. I've got surprisingly got it. No, well, I say that it might be Enson's Mythique. I've said Derby, but it might actually be Enson's Mythique. Enson's Mythique's fucking beautiful. I think Enson's Mythique is definitely Vassa's best work. What you showing me? What you got? What is that? What is that?
Was ist das?
Was ist das? Sure, can't see. There's too much of a shimmer.
They're horrible at reflecting light.
Yeah, that is absolutely heinous. Can't see it because of the reflection. Do you want to tell people? Le Bleu.
Le Bleu.
Le Bleu. How big is that bottle?
That's 500 ml.
Jesus, what the fuck? Catherine, have you smelled the vintage Derby? You probably have. I forget who I'm talking to. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
What's that one? Jicky.
Jicky, yeah.
What are you gonna do with all these? Like you've got little bottles of it as well. They just look like a pair of huge boobs.
They're massive. They're so heavy.
I've got the biggest bottle I've got, that Charlie bottle, which is like 480 ml, which I'm thinking of sending to Audrey Jane. I'd have to send that like UPS or something like that.
You remember this?
What is it? Oh, God, give us that. Would you give me that?
If I can send it over, yeah, you can have it.
Oh, is that the what's it called?
This is the EDT. Actually, this is the Parfum too, but they're both the same perfume, just different packaging.
I'll have both, thanks.
Dude, I have several of them.
Shut up, Guerlain. Guerlain's saying like, yeah, that's L'Instant de Guerlain Extreme, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll have both of them, thank you. We'll find a way to get it over here, don't worry.
This is Iris Ganoche.
I love that. That colour is absolutely fucking glorious.
Yeah.
Sorry for swearing. Not. Well, I am. To anybody offended, decant them and sell them via Max 40's site. Funny you say that, Ashfaq. I was on Max 40's site today. It's absolutely dog shit. It is purple.
It's it says amethyst.
It's a beautiful colour. Duncan says he's only got LIDG. He's simping without the E.
I actually prefer the Eau de Toilette.
Would you really sell me them?
Dude, I would send it to you for free. What do you mean sell you?
Fuck. I would donate money to charity if you did that. Yes, I'm interested. We'll have to sort something out as far as that's concerned.
That is Le Petit Robe Noir Pure Parfum.
Oh,
And I think this has been discontinued for a while.
that's lovely. Do you just keep them for like collection's sake?
Well, I have them, but I have samples of all of them, and until I use up my samples, I won't be opening.
You're not going to crack into the bottles. Yeah, I've got you.
Let me show you this.
Yes, please. It's all coming out now. Shot the viewers have gone up to like 90 when you're getting the Guerlains out. Yes, Fritz the cat, Duncan is spot on. Eugene's Guerlain flex is the best flex.
I might as well entertain you guys. All right, so when I say samples of all the Pure Parfums, I'm talking samples.
Fucking size. Look at it. It's like a wasp's nest of perfume.
Yeah. Look at all the beautiful colors.
People are like, holy shit. Heinz, do your job.
I can get off of this bag for the next 5 years and not have to like buy any more perfume.
Like the stream for Eugene samples. Like suddenly, the live chat has gone from like 70 or like 65 people to like 90 as soon as you got your Guerlains out.
When's the last time you seen this?
Nahima. That's the I'll tell you what that is. Hold on, don't say it. It's the banner on your channel, isn't it?
It used to be, yes.
Is it not anymore?
I've changed it since.
I wonder what it is now. Let's have a look, shall we? Don't tell us. Eugene. Oh.
Look at that beauty.
Look at that. That is lovely. When did you get that?
4 or 5 years ago.
Fuck me. Pure perfume. Did you have to order that in?
I got like one of the last bottles at the Guerlain boutique.
Like the stream for Eugene. Don't
Tell me
slouch.
seriously, what brand has better packaging and flacons than Guerlain? I think that's one of their strengths.
Swimming in perfume oil. And Guerlain. I mean, that looks lovely. I like that. I like that. Is that a vintage one?
It's not vintage, no.
I've seen a vintage one of those from the 80s. Which one's that?
This is just whatever was out in the last 5 years.
No, but I mean, like, which perfume is it? Mitsuko.
That's Mitsuko.
Yeah, I've seen this. Have you seen the like the teardrop sort of shaped bottle? No, it's not teardrop. Yeah, it is teardrop shaped. The teardrop shaped bottles of Mitsuko, like from like the 80s.
Yeah. And then they had the water base.
Yes,
they've many of times.
I thought about buying one of those just for the history. It's got that same design on the front as well. Really nice. Jared Wilson, don't say things like that.
Tell me,
we don't like them.
What's that?
I saying Max 40 has more Guerlain than Eugene.
Really?
But
does he have Abbey Rouge Extrait?
Ooh.
And that's that's Hobby Rouge with a coffee note. This is Titty Wasser.
That is bonkers. People are asking you to be included in your will.
I might as well leave it to somebody that's going to appreciate it. Like, what happens to it after I'm gone? I don't really care.
I love it. I'll appreciate it. I'll appreciate the fuck out of it.
I mean,
that's such a face. You could include all 80 of us. No, he couldn't. I mean, to be fair, when you ask if it's actually physically possible, yes, he could. It's funny, like you could literally afford to give 3 bottles to everybody, and I could give 3 bottles to everybody in the chat and still have perfume left. Is that shitty? That's a different bottle. I remember the bottles you used to do. Sorry, go on.
So this is 1 second.
Ooh, where's he gone?
So Guerlain's very clever in their packaging and their marketing. This is one of the very first Guerlain perfumes, and one of their last blockbusters is Mon Guerlain. And what do you think? Where do you think they got the inspiration for this flacon? Jicky. You see the rarities?
Yeah. Do you think are they the same?
They're not exactly the same, but I mean, you can see the shape is it's
similar. Yeah, they've got similar angles.
It's mimicked. Like, look at the stoppers, right?
Yeah, like one's flat, one looks a bit more squat.
Right. This is a 30 mil, by the way. This is much larger.
What else you got? What's going on? Getting his rare stuff out. It's like show and tell. It's like at Christmas when the kids get together and show each other their presents. I'll get me Balenciagas out if you want. I mean, they're all the same bottle, but I feel like I'm slacking now. I feel like I should be buying more.
Buy.
Bye. Yes, that's what I usually say, isn't it?
I had an autograph.
More likes. Like the stream for Eugene. If you haven't liked it, like it. Like it. Do it. You know you want to.
Do it now.
Do it now. Do it now. Get to the chopper. Get to the like button. US Guerlain website is currently bare. Do not know why they do not restock or sell the new packaging for the old classics. Almost nothing is in stock besides Shalimar and the moderns. We're all feeling miserable and incompetent after this stream. We're all slacking.
There's Lure Blue.
Rich, after you see Eugene's collection, everyone else is slacking off. Sorry?
That's Lure Bleu.
Bleu.
And look at the packaging to this. This is all embossed. It's like rigid.
It's lovely. You've got that on full screen. It's embossed. Is it? So what do you think it's made of? Is it just cardboard?
It's just cardboard, yeah. But it feels really good.
It looks like it's made of tin. It looks like an old chocolate box.
Yeah, it feels like it looks that way, but it's cardboard.
Yeah. Nose, no notes says the packaging should come with grandma's cookies. Yeah, it does look like a biscuit box. Sorry.
Oh, this bottle is this flacon is stunning, and this is Chamad. Have you seen this?
I've only seen the new one.
This is the upside down heart.
That is nice, isn't it?
I think Chamad is like a beating heart, and you can see the ripples in that heart for pulsating.
Yeah. It looks like a teardrop. Love the stopper. I love the stopper. The stopper's really nice.
Like a spear or a spear.
Yeah. More likes. Eugene's getting his passion out. Get his More likes, 63 likes we're at. There are 86 people in here. Like the stream twice. Well, you can't.
They're
like
really
the
cheap
twice,
with the
no.
likes, eh? I don't know what I got to do. Maybe spin around
That's
or something. If I spin around, will I get more likes?
You could tell people about the gay stuff you've done.
Huh?
You could tell people about the gay stuff that you've done.
Yeah.
about your gay past.
Right. Now this I think I've saved the best for last, literally.
Go on then. What you got? Oof. Oh, keep that held up.
The propeller bottle.
Evolving
Look at
away.
that, in the light.
That's
That's Evolving Away night flight.
Is that what that means? Evolving away night flight.
Yeah.
You know who else has got a perfume called Night Flight?
Who?
Yup.
Really?
Yeah, they've actually got a perfume called Night Flight. That is very pretty. That is very nice. I bet that looks lovely with the sunshine through the back.
Yeah, it is. It reminds me of my clock, the mirror. I used to call that my Vol de Nuit mirror. Galen's asking about Vega. I got Vega is on the shelf, right there behind me. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen this. This is one of the older Muguets. I can't remember what year this is. I think, I mean, if you go on Fragrantica, you'll see the Muguets. Every year they do a new bottle edition of Muguet. This could be 2018, maybe.
I hate them pleather fucking bottle boxes they've got. They're shocking. That's a lovely bottle, though.
I can't do anything about the reflection.
The label's just white. It's very pretty with the decoration on it, with the bow and the little flowers.
And these are all handmade, these little decoration here. And the bottles are all numbered. This is 1,984 out of 2146.
Why 2146?
Don't know.
That would be lovely. That would be nice to know why it was 2146. Do you know what it could be? It could just be that's how much juice they had to fill 100 ml bottles.
I don't know. I guess it's. I don't know. I honestly I don't know.
Because you would think there was some symbolism in like numbers like that. I'm just sitting here twiddling me Coriolan cap.
Mon Exclusive backup. Do you guys know Mon Exclusive? Mon Exclusive was sort of the marketing test before Mon Guerlain. So they released Mon Exclusive in the bow tie bottle, and they just had it in the boutiques to get the reactions from the customers. And then, from those responses, they got this. You want to see Vega? I'll show you. Vega is also a beautiful bottle.
People want to see Vega. We'll see what you fucking got, to be perfectly honest with you. Jared de Guzman makes a good point as well. I don't know if you can still hear us, but Jared de Guzman says you should feature these on your Instagram. It sounds like a good idea, that. Pardon me, excuse me. Tara says she just died a little bit inside. Rudy says, screw Disneyland, I'm going to Eugene's.
Come on over, Rudy. There's Vega.
Let's have a look at Vega.
Sorry about the reflection. Maybe if I do this. Does that help?
Sort of helping. Not hugely, if I'm honest. You need 3-point lighting.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, like lights from like 3 different perspectives stops it.
But you get the idea.
Have you got a ring light?
Not anymore. That's Vega, and here is Soulevent. And these are absolutely beautiful. Let me find my samples.
Put on a dark theme for YouTube.
All right, Soulevent. Oh my God, it's such a dry, it's a dry, woody Chypre. This is oak moss, Rich. You need it. This is oak moss, like, you know, this is Mitsuko, Derby. It's so green and lush, and it's got leaves and florals, mosses and woods, peach. Absolutely gorgeous. This is classic perfume. It's got those pastel-y colors. Wow. Just wow. And Vega.
We could do a live stream. Hold on. We could do a live stream where you rank like these Guerlains. I'm not sure it'd be fair to rank them.
Man,
I've said that now.
Difficult.
Yeah.
It's like picking favorite children.
Yes. No, I understand that. No. Well, I mean, I don't understand that because I haven't got kids, do you know what I mean? But, well, not that we know of, but you know what I mean. I
know what I mean?
You know what I mean? I thought I'd conquered that, but here we are.
And Vega's like an aldehydic floral. I get way more punch from Soulevent.
See, some of these I haven't even heard of.
It's just a classic floral. Yeah, they were out very limited, and they didn't stick around very long. I don't know why.
You know, it's such a shame, right? It's such a shame that you've invested, like, not necessarily the money, but like the time and energy building up the relationships with like the boutique, and now they're just not there.
Yeah.
That's a right kick in the tits. Hello, Lyndon. How you doing, mate? A live stream where parents have to rank their kids would be hilarious. Yeah, I would like that, actually. Oh. I don't know. What's he doing? Where's he gone? Is that just your girl on shelf?
I got 2 shelves for Guerlain. So I've got 2 of these. And one is yours, but local pickup only, though.
Fuck off.
Use Galen's line on you.
That's right, yeah. He wouldn't send me what was it? Feel an Agile, but I bought Arso instead, which is pretty fucking great, if I'm being honest. A really nice pine.
I think that's everything. Show and tell is over, boys and girls.
Oh no. Next we should do I looked at your channel the other day, sorry. Oh, I looked at your channel the other day and you've never reviewed Vetiver Tonka.
I don't think I've reviewed many of the Hermes.
I think we could review Vetiver Tonka because I've got it.
We could.
Not now, though, because it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Show me more.
No, it's not. It's only 9 o'clock.
Hush. It's not. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Eva wants to see your books.
My books?
Nerd. Yeah, your fragrance books.
We'll save that for the next live stream.
Eva's a nerd. She wants to see books.
Books.
Vetiver Tonka. I've come right round to this. I was scared. I had a 15 ml. I had a 15 ml. Those little 15 ml. Well, I've said 15 ml about 5 times now. I had like bought The 15 mLs, like 4 of them that you can get at the Hermes boutique, and I had that of a tongue, and I didn't wear it because I was scared to use all of it. And then I bought 200, so I couldn't enjoy it. This is one of like the things about like my collecting is like I get all these like fucking hard to find things,
Absolutely.
and then I get scared to fucking use them because they're so hard to find.
I know what that feels like.
Yeah, this is crazy, isn't it? It's sort of like I need to free my inhibitions, and then I see like the perfumes that aren't hard to find, but I don't really like them, and it's like, why the fuck have I got this? I've got this Houbagon Fougere Royale, and it's just a bit meh.
I've got more boxes in the closet, so next live stream, remind me, and we'll pull out another box.
Are they boxes of Guerlain as well?
No, they're not Guerlain.
A surprise. Wow. You've been spoiled, ladies and gentlemen. Know this. Accept it. Enjoy it. I'm fucking feng shuiing my bottles at the minute. It's just not happening. Get in there. What about Adam? You get in there. I need a bigger bottle of that sensational designer. Are those MFK shite samples?
Yeah, they are. I don't know why they're here.
Eugene has a surprise in his closet for us. Eugene doesn't have a vintage Koros. He has an older version of Koros. I think his bottle's from 2007. Yeah, it's like 2000. So it's like 15 years old, isn't it?
Well, it's got shoulders. I imagine it's better than whatever's like today.
Yeah. Yeah. The new one. I mean, the new one's like still better than anything that's been released, but it's not the fucking. It's not the vintage one. The fucking ZX Newly one, or the Perfume Core version. That shit is lethal. Somebody wants to know, Patchouli Pappy, Eugene, did you ever collect the Frederick Malle Synesthesia covered bottles?
I did. I have Musk Ravageur, Portrait, Carnal Flower, and I think I have Bigarade Concentré. I think I showed those before in a video.
Bigarade Concentré. Yeah, I've seen them on your channel before, definitely.
Hi, you're welcome. I don't know what else I can show you guys. What do you guys want to see? You want to see those malls? I'm pretty sure I showed them in a video before.
Yeah, go on, get them. I wonder what else. I sent you an eBay post, 140 minis for sale. Oh, shit. Ah, there's Peter. Peter is afoot. Rich, do you not sleep? Well, I would do, but Eugene decided to be an hour and a half to 2 hours late, so I had to start at midnight. What are you doing up? Thank you for those bottles that you sent us, by the way. Very fucking kind of you. Very exceptionally kind prices. That Kazimi's lovely. I'm a big fan of the Kazimi.
I have Peter's sample set here if you want to go through them.
Yes, I do, actually. That's a great idea.
Where I put them.
Have you found them? Have you got them?
I need to remember where I put them.
Well, right. I found the, I'll tell you what, I had a crazy dream, wide awake now. Well, don't have nightmares. Give us 2 seconds, right? Because I found the Rogue Perfumery. I don't know. I was on here the other day talking about Rogue Perfumery. I found Mousse Illumini, Dervish, and Shipra Siam. I wonder if Bernardo's still awake. Because I'm sure he was talking. Yeah, I was talking to him about it on his channel, in his comments. Give us 2 minutes, Peter. Where have you put your other? I've got a sample of Dendera here and Shambo. Dendera's really nice. I like Gaia though as well. Give me 5. Where did I put it? Oh, fuck off. Box is doing all sorts. My sample box is like caved in on one side, and it's just everything's just gone to shit. Everything is just falling apart. Fuck off. Out. I got a decant of vintage Yataghan off Sprody, and it's absolutely fucking spicy as fuck. It's the type of thing that's so spicy it sets your nose off. Like, literally, like, you start sneezing. I think it's just like a reaction.
You know what? I don't know where I put them, but I mean, I can have them prepared for the next stream if you remind me.
Okay. I'll remind you.
I'll have to look for them.
Sandalo. Where's the... Alright, hold on.
You know who sent me his sample set?
Who sent you his sample set? Him?
Catherine.
That was nice.
Yeah.
She's a bit of a superstar, Catherine, isn't she?
She's wonderful.
She's wonderful. Right, what we've got in here? These are all these samples sent to me by Peter. He's too good to us. I don't deserve them. Where is... You ever smelled much Matriarch? Are you there?
I smelled 2 of them in a video with Carrar and Christo.
All right.
I remember really liking one, and the other I was like, I think it was the Blackbird that I didn't care for, but I thought Kazemi was really good.
Yeah, I've got Kazemi, thanks to Peter. And I've got... what else have I got, thanks to Peter? I have got... Orca.
What's up, Peter? What's up, Robert? Good to see
got
you guys.
Orca. It's Robert here.
Yeah. Could be his
Hello,
son.
Robert. Ah, Future Journey.
Future Journey, yeah.
Future Journey. The young legend. The young legend of Future Journey. The future legend.
Stealing his L'air du Desert.
His dad's sprays. Yeah, that's right. Stealing his dad's sprays. One day he's going to walk in and find like Oud Infinite just completely empty. He's just going to be like, what the hell? I literally cannot find it there, and I had it here a few like.
Okay, let me show these while you're looking. So this is
oh, there it is.
Found the portrait. This is portrait of a lady. Like the synesthesia. So that's the colors that they see when they wear this. Red and brown. I guess red for the rose or the red berry, and brown for the patchouli and the smokiness. And this is carnal flower, which is white and green, which is pretty accurate. It is a big white floral, very meaty floral gardenia, some watery notes, green stem. So I thought that was pretty good. I don't know about the shapes, though. I'm not sure what they represent or signify, but that just looks like a white blob. And
it does look like a white blob. You're right. Yeah, it looks like somebody's just come along and like the bottle was wet and a bit of tissue paper got stuck on it.
Yeah, it's like a white random blob. This is Bigelow Concentré, and it's like green and shades of yellow. If I back it up, you might see it better.
Let's have a look at you. Yeah.
And there is Musk Ravageur.
Musk Ravager.
I guess that's pretty accurate too.
Yeah.
To me, Musk Ravageur is quite brown and ambery, oriental. I see here that's like almost purple, and this is like a red tinge. Those are the 4 that
Were they all out in the same?
No, I think there were 7 of them.
Right. What stopped you from getting the other ones?
I don't know. There's Iris Poudre. I think French Lover. I want to say French Lover. En passant, maybe. It was like the classic ones. Oh, I have Lipstick Rose as well. I forgot I had Lipstick Rose.
Which one's that? Go on. People are talking about Dries Van Noten. I've got to be honest with you. I'm well off Dries Van Noten. I think they had to stop producing it because it might be back under a different name. They had to stop producing it because Dries Van Noten, the brand, has been sold. So
Lipstick.
Just smells like shitty warm milk. Sorry?
That's Lipstick Rose.
I can't really see that very well. Give us a second.
You don't see the colors?
Oh, there it is. Yeah. I can see them now.
Right.
What are the blobs for?
I don't know. They're just shapes.
Just
I think it's
weird
more of a
blobs.
color thing.
Yeah. On the bottles.
Yeah, Jeremy likes the 20th anniversary bottles, but I like them too. I haven't been able to pick them up. Hopefully before they're gone, I'll be able to get a few. Top 3, Frederick. I keep getting this question. I don't know if I can answer that. Can you answer that?
What is this question? Can I answer what your top 3 Frederick Malles are?
No, what yours are.
Portrait of a Lady. Promise.
Wow.
And Portrait of a Lady, Promise, and oh God, Monsieur.
I would say Musk Ravageur, Music for a While, and right now, probably French Lover. Right now, that could change though.
Oh, fuck off. At least I didn't break that one. Portrait of a Lady. Portrait of a Lady is so good. I keep forgetting I've got a 10 mil. I've got a 10 mil of that. Does Henley Rosenthal smell like Portrait of a Lady? No.
You know it
Rosenthal
does smell like Portrait of a Lady, though?
Go on.
Is this?
What's he going to pull up? Habit Rouge.
No.
Oh, Rouge. Hermes Rouge. Rouge Hermes.
Yeah. And this
is that an old bottle?
I talked about this yesterday. No, I don't think it's an old bottle. And this is a rose patchouli with the cosmetics accord, the lipsticks, the powders. It's very floral, but it's not as sweet as, well, is Portrait of a Lady really that sweet? It's less sweet and
not in a sugary way, like in a natural way. It smells sweet in a nice natural way.
I think, you know what? I think I might prefer this to Portrait of a Lady slightly.
Ooh.
Yeah.
When the hell did this happen?
I've always had a thing for this.
How long have you had it?
Couple of years. Catherine says it smells like Chanel number 5 Hema. Yeah, it might be some aldehydes in here, but to me, this is definitely a rose patchouli.
Patchouli Pappy says that Diptyque's Eau Capitale smells like a Portrait of a Lady cologne. I'm not sure about that.
Yes, I can see that. To me, Eau Capitale is something in between Rose 31 and Portrait of a Lady, but it's good. I like it a lot.
I was at Diptyque yesterday. They do scented bracelets. And scented stickers. They do scented stickers that you stick on your body. And they've started doing solids as well.
Yeah. Jeremy, this is in the women's section, so that's You'll have to go wander off into the woman's aisle to find this.
Jeremy Hines can often be found wandering in the woman's aisle.
No, I think he's okay. I don't think he's too bothered by wearing women's fragrances.
Nice. I'm not. I wasn't necessarily talking about fragrances. I was talking about underwear. It goes around trying to buy.
Dude, have you ever
around in the woman's aisle?
Have you ever worn a thong before?
Absolutely fucking not.
I have. It's really uncomfortable.
What the fuck were you doing?
I was playing a game.
What game? Are you spelling game? Are you spelling game with a Y? Were you spelling game with a Y and a fucking and a space between the M and the Y?
Poor whoever has to wear a thong. I feel so bad for them because it's not very comfortable.
You were playing Gay Me. That's what you were playing.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Get off your own stream. Block Eugene from his stream after that comment.
No shame. No shame here. No shame. No regrets.
No shame. How do you balance everything in a thong? Thongs are thongs are for people who don't have things to balance, in my opinion. Wow. Rich, I tried 34 Diptyque. I like it a lot. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, like for somebody who wanted to smell different. For somebody who wanted to smell different, 34 EDT is a great signature scent. It's lovely.
Should we roll the dice and throw the link out, or is that too dangerous?
Can you unblock me? I'm very blocked. I don't know. I'm getting tired, mind. It's only 2:30 here, so I don't want to be on much longer. Oh,
all right, that's fine.
If we start earlier, we can do another one.
What, like 2 streams?
No, not tonight. I'll do another one tomorrow if we start earlier.
All right. All right.
Find something.
Sounds good.
Sorry?
We can end this.
We can end this.
We'll end.
It's been emotional. It's been a good chat. I forget. I'm gonna have to find a way of getting those them lids off you. Because
you gotta come and pick them up. You come and pick them up, they're yours for free.
You're a horrible man. You're like Guerlain. Don't take cues from Guerlain. He's a bad man. He's got an afro.
He's actually really interesting and funny.
Yeah. He's and he has got an afro as well. He's been using a comb and nearly put his eye out today. So people are saying yes, another live tomorrow.
Are you guys is everybody stuck at home? What's going on? Everybody locked down? Here, it's like I went into Walmart the other day to get some like detergent and toothbrushes and junk, and they've completely taped off all the non-essential products, so you couldn't go and buy. Like the tricycles were all like wrapped up. You couldn't get a tricycle. You couldn't get a basketball or anything. Just essentials. It was like, whoa.
That is a bit severe, isn't it?
Yeah.
People want to know how far along your fragrance is.
Okay, so I am getting the samples. The submissions have been mailed, and they should be here this week. And I have a call with the perfumer Friday morning, 5 a.m. Toronto, 11 Paris time. So
that's not no. Well, yes, no, sorry, I've
6 hours. But he's asked me something, and I was like, okay. So he says, do not smell them until we connect. So he doesn't want me to go ahead. He's like, I know it's exciting and you want to smell them and stuff, but He's like, wait, I need to explain them. And I was like, all right, what does this mean? Like, I don't know.
It's
So we'll see.
madness,
We'll
isn't
see.
it?
We'll see.
That's going to be a tough ask.
Yeah, it will be.
You'll find that tough.
Box here with me. How can I not smell it? Live stream the call. Yeah, we're discussing something. He's gonna come on. He said he'll come on YouTube and talk about things, stuff. He's all for it.
Outrageous. Has he said that, has he?
Yeah. He said he'll come on and gladly. He doesn't have a problem with that.
Mint.
Yeah. He's got some ideas.
Love it.
So that's where we're at.
What are your thoughts on Equipage Geranium? I'm not a huge fan of geranium, if I'm honest.
I love geranium.
I'm not a big fan of geranium. Geranium Pour Monsieur, it's a little bit.
What don't you like about geranium?
It's like a I get a chewing gum vibe from it. I get like an airy floral. It's like mint with no weight. It's like chewing gum breath on the breeze. You know when you're like downwind of someone where you smell chewing gum breath.
Okay.
There are much worse breaths to have, but there's something about certain florals, right, that I just can't do.
I was at my mom's on the weekend, and look, this was her backyard. All geranium. Those are all geraniums. Like, they're obsessed with geraniums.
Geraniums Pour Eugene. Oh, Jonathan, where have you been?
Where have you been?
I've got a Smolto here that I think's a shit fragrance.
Milan wants to know our stream schedule. You want to explain to him our stream schedule?
Who wants to know? Milan. That's sort of like Guangdong, isn't it? Milan. So you're a fan of Rose and Queer? Yes, apparently he is a fan of Rose and Queer. I'm not huge on it. I think the fucking leather note's a bit basic.
You're a fan of Rose and Queer? Yes, I love Rose and
Silk has
Queer.
a way with words. He can destroy a fragrance by association with something unpleasant.
Jonathan's in Vegas. I love geranium for the fact that it's very versatile. You can pair geranium with it's almost like iris in a sense. There's just so many things you can do with it. You can have that floral aspect. It's from the mint family. It's herbal. It's green. It has reflections of light and shadows. It goes well with rose. It goes well with most florals. It goes well with woods. It's like, I think there's geranium in the majority of perfumes nowadays.
I think it's not restricted, is it?
I don't believe so.
That'll be why.
It's
easy
really
to grow.
Yeah,
easy to grow, not restricted.
It's oftentimes used in place of rose because it's got. I think it's more faceted than rose.
Yeah. Like the stream before Eugene. Stream before Eugene closes the stream.
Like the stream.
What I mean?
There you go.
Yes, like the stream. More likes for the stream. Unashamedly like the stream for Eugene.
Let's get it to 100. Can we get it to 100? I don't think so.
If you give a fuck, no.
Look, we got some dislikes.
They're all from people who are blocked up.
They must be constipated.
That's right. That's the word I was looking for. People who are constipated dislike the stream. If you can't shit, dislike the stream.
Should we be
one of those people? We can come back tomorrow. Give us more time to think about something to talk about. It's amazing. It still amazes me how we spend 2.5 hours sitting here talking about perfume, and then when we run out of shit to talk, run out of ideas, we just sort of hoof it, and it works.
Hoof it?
We just hoof it. I don't know what that means either. I've just said it. Rain Man was one of the dislikes. Yes, Mike, you're right. You've got up to 83 now, and there's only 80 people watching.
All right, we get to 90 likes and we come back tomorrow.
Right, yes.
And then once we get to 90, 100, we'll ask for 100.
Yeah, that's right. Dislikes are from the jealousy of your Guerlain collection. Just liked from my 3 accounts. 84.
Was that Guerlain?
84. No, it wasn't. It was Mario Salazar. Oh, have you ever smelled this Aritzia Legrand? Have you ever smelled any Aritzia Legrand?
Hmm.
You have?
No, I haven't. So
No.
I think is it Mario Salazar? I got a message last night from somebody saying, I think it was a Salazar. I can't remember the first name. Saying you have to check out Diaz and Durga. Are you familiar with them?
Yes.
And?
No. Too expensive for what they are. Bowmakers smells like varnish.
It was Mario Salazar.
It was.
Yeah.
Not for me.
What's the quality like?
It's not bad. The ingenuity's all right as well, but it's not.
So what is it you don't like other than the price point?
The Bowmakers, right? Got a sample of Bowmakers off Greggy Boy.
I thought you liked it, though. I tried to like it, but that varnish at the top is too much. It's very
as if somebody's put fucking varnish on you. You're creasing. What you're creasing at?
Mario Salazar is Patchouli Bobby. So, yeah, you're really hard to read and understand which perfume. If I come across something, I don't know anymore if Rich is going to like them or not. Because at one time I thought I had a feeling of what you like, and now it's I don't know. Because I'll be like, man, I really like this. And you in privately, you'd be like, dude, that's a pile of shite. I'll be like, wow, I really like this. What do you mean it's define shite? What about it is shite? Does that mean that I have shit taste? Does that mean
no? It doesn't. It doesn't mean that you have shit taste. It doesn't mean anymore. It doesn't mean that you have shite taste. It means that I don't like it. That's what it means.
But I want to know why. Why doesn't he like it? What about this? It's gorgeous. What about it doesn't he like? But I don't know. We all have our own taste and our own opinion. But
I'll think about that for the next time we stream. If we get to 100 likes, I'll tell you the next time we stream.
Peter says we need 2 more.
No, we need 1 more. There's 99 likes.
Oh, 98.
Do you know what? Do you know what it is, right? Do you know what it is, right? People are fucking logging into all their second and third accounts.
Yeah.
But
here's the deal.
I'll dig out as well. Dig out me samples from Greggy as well, and I'll tell you.
Let me like the stream, and we'll get to 100. Oh, we're there. You know what? I never like my own videos, eh? Do you like any videos?
No, I don't like any. I must admit, I gave a little bit of a like to that fucking video on Channel 69 Reformulations tonight.
This guy, Jackie, has 12 accounts.
I have 12 accounts. Good lad. Use all of them to like the stream. Rich bullies perfumes to make himself feel big. That's right. I throw my weight around. I fucking flap a wing. I flap a wing. I fucking press a beak. Better give us fragrance books and Centauri content tomorrow. Centauri content, yes. Books, can't promise anything. And I'll tell you what I think about DS and Durga if I find the samples. What have I done with them? I thought all my samples were in there, but I guess we've shut the bed. Oh, I know where they'll be. Hold on. Over here with us. Come on. Oh. God,
those Centauri samples are. I just seen them the other day. Like I had them right here, and now it's like they're somewhere in like a nook, or I got the little baggie, the drawstring baggie, and I remember putting it somewhere.
Right.
I don't remember where that somewhere is.
Honestly, if my mother has thrown out my bloody samples, there's going to be heck on. Heck. I'll be fuming. I fucking don't know where they are. I can't look for them. I'm too old and too fucking cabbaged. They'll be somewhere.
Is Rudy still here?
I don't know, man. Rudy, are you still afoot?
Rudy, I'm sending some perfume to your house.
Well, you're not sending perfume to my house, Dick.
You're too far away, and it'll get blown up by the time it gets there and confiscated.
And confiscate, blown up, then confiscated. They'll like confiscate all the bits.
Yes,
that's right. That's right. Oh God, me fucking back. Hold on. I feel like I've lost loads of samples that I paid for off Greggy. That's an absolute kick in the tits. That.
But I am curious about the DS and Durga.
DS and Durga. I had a couple from them, and I can't remember what they were. But I remember Bowmakers, just if it didn't have that fucking varnish note.
How about the Burning Barber Shop?
Nah.
No?
It was like a barber shop. It was like Rive Gauche with like a smoke note just plonked in there. Check your prison wallet, Mitch. Shut up. DS and Durga. Shite. I wasn't a huge fan, I've got to be honest. I've got to be honest, not a huge fan of the DS and Durgas that I smelled.
Why?
They just weren't very good. Like they just like I just smelled them and I was like, well, I don't really like them. Like they were too sharp and they weren't blended very well.
Is there a perfumer behind the brand?
Yes, it's the person who owns it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't remember what he's called. I don't think it's DS or Durga.
What does DS stand for?
Don't spend the money on them. I don't know. Don't spend, do spend. Because of Asha, blind Bowmakers. Because of Asha, give it a 6 out of 10. Yeah, it's that page that varnish note is just fucking awful.
I've never
70% off. 70% off. That's a good price. I'd pay, but then the don't wow is I only really want to buy perfumes that would improve my collection, and that's one of the reasons I didn't buy them. I'm not buying stuff now. I don't think it's going to improve my collection.
Yeah, I know what you mean by that.
I just don't think they would improve my collection at all.
Is there anything that you are interested in acquiring?
Fumery Turk. After you've been waxing lyrical about it, I'm interested in acquiring Fumery Turk. There's a couple of things I was looking at the other day. I wouldn't mind. I still want to get it. It's like a long-term pipe dream of mine to get Ugly Bastard by Bud Perfumes. What's that? It's a perfume by Bud Perfumes, and it's called Ugly Bastard. And I only want it because of the name. But it's actually a really nice boozy sort of patchouli. Yeah, he'll send you if you pay shipping.
Never heard of it.
It's great. The picture on Fragrantica is fucking hilarious. If somebody can go on Fragrantica and pull up the link to Ugly Bastard and click on it, right? Because it's a picture of the perfumer with like a silly hat on, pulling a silly face. It's fucking class. And he's like from Australia, so you know it's like tongue in cheek. It's great.
Ugly Perfume.
No, Ugly Bastard. If you go into Fragrantica and pull up Ugly Bastard. See if you can bring it up on screen. Oh, great.
What is it you want to see? It's just some guy in a beret.
Yeah, that's right. It's just he's got a stupid look on his face.
Warm spice. Okay, hang on. Let me see. I don't know. How do I share this here?
He's going to win this stream by proxy here, aren't he? By mistake. The stream's just going to go off and it's going to be like, ugh.
Okay, hang on a second. Stay with me. Video file or share screen? Share screen. Okay. Here we go.
There he is. Ugly Bastard. Have you read the
Warm
blurb?
Spicy Rum. Ugly Bastard by Parfum is a woody aromatic fragrance for men launched during the 2000s. The nose behind this fragrance is Howard Jarvis. I don't know what about this interests you.
He has all the signs of a weather-beaten life. Musty wood shavings with a dash of fur around the wrinkles of a hard worker. Dark chocolate. Oh, fuck off. Can't read it now.
I've never heard of this.
Dark chocolate, rum, and spice, which makes them actually quite nice.
There's no review. Oh, here's the reviews.
You've got to have it because it's called Ugly Bastard. Chocolate. Well, yeah, it is. It's actually quite nice.
The best of the best.
It's not the best of the best. It's just called Ugly Bastard. Aussie fragrance. There he is. Looks basic, but it definitely isn't. From the start, I get a punch of chocolate, creamy, and only slightly boozy at this point for me. The rum slowly comes out. Yeah, it is. It's actually very pleasant. Like if you get in touch with him, he will send you a sample set, but you have to pay the postage, which is like 25 quid to England from Australia. That's like what you're doing for me with Lidge, isn't it?
I don't have dial-up internet. It's, I guess, because I don't know. I've got too many things open here.
My mom has.
Are you contrarian, Duck?
I think I am a little bit, to be perfectly honest. Yeah,
a little bit, eh? How about a little bit more? A little more.
How about a little bit more? Ooh, a little bit. Ooh, just a little bit more. I'm fucking upset, actually. I can't find these samples. Pretty sure they've been thrown away, and there was like a good 100 quid's worth of samples there.
All right, for tomorrow, I'll dig up something interesting, and
we'll get Centauri. We'll talk about books. We'll talk about.
I gotta write. My memory's horrible. I gotta mark this down somewhere.
Leave comments. Leave comments in the video, on the video.
Not underneath. Here. Not in this chat.
Yeah, like under the video. Comments, not chat. That's Owen Wilson from the future. I don't have Vanilla Havan. What did I get the other day that smelled? Oh, I got a sample of Naxos. I found a sample of Naxos, I should say. Have you touched your bottle yet?
No, it's still right. It's right there.
You've got to take it back to Samir.
Right there.
You've got to. You've got to take it back to Samir. You can't. You can't not.
You don't think I should torch it?
No, it's a shocking waste of money. That if it was just a cheap, shitty bottle for laughs, aye. But $200.
I think the bottles are beautiful. Like the packaging is fantastic.
Yeah, it's just a shame the fragrance is a dross. Never smelled a Serge off that I thought was like high end. You know how they're meant to be a high end brand. I just never smelled one I thought was like worth the
Have you
worth
smelled
the
all of
money.
them?
I haven't smelled all of them, no, but I again refer you to the fact that I haven't smelled one that I thought was high end.
I haven't smelled the majority of them, if I'm honest.
Right.
I've only smelled
some
like
of them.
1 or 2 or 3.
Right. Have any of them impressed you? I found them.
Honestly, I can't remember.
Right.
I remember
I've just found those samples that I was really upset that I thought they got thrown out. I shall have to apologise profusely to me mother.
Poor mom.
Poor mother. That's right. I've got Burning Barbershop. I've got.
What was that? That was Burning Barbershop.
Right. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's go. Shall we go to 3 hours? Since we got the 100 likes.
One of the Zerjoff to me smelled like caramel and shit.
Caramel and shit.
It was like oud.
I got Zanzibar, the Oud Star Zanzibar. I got the Oud Star Zanzibar sample, and I smelled it, and I put a review on Fragrantica, and all it said was poo note. It just stank of shit to me. This was a long time ago, though. This was like years ago, before I knew what oud was like, and before I knew what like anything was. Naxos is just a superior Pure Havana.
It could have been Mamluk or Alcat. It was from that range. I mean,
you ever smell
it smelled interesting. Yes, Rudy did smell me the iris. I haven't smelt it yet.
Have you ever smelled Calumet Black?
Yes, I've smelt a couple of the Calamats. I thought they were really nice.
Really? I remember Pep talking about Calumet Black, and I thought I must have this.
What's that?
I need to write a new. I remember Pep smelling Calumet Black.
Mm.
And I just remember thinking, if Pep says it's nice.
But, I smelt them. It was 5, 6, 7 years ago. It was a while ago in my journey. I don't know how I would feel about them now.
Yeah.
But at the
Somebody's talking about cigar rum. Rudy's talking about cigar rum. And I've got cigar rum intense here. And I think I might buy that because that's really nice. What were you saying?
I thought the Calamats were nice at that time. I tried a few of them. I don't know how I would feel now, but they're very loud.
So this
sweet oud accords.
What's got oud accords?
The Calamats.
Cigar rum intense. Is there a difference between cigar rum and cigar rum intense? Because I know it is cigar rum intense. Right, so I've got Bowmakers on my arm, sorry. Bowmaker starts off with a very, very harsh, almost Rien-like top note, where it smells like. I'll tell you what else it might smell like as well. Do you know Incense Extreme by Andy Tower? It's got like the type of thing that gets stuck in the back of your throat. It's got that, and oh God Almighty, I'm gonna sneeze. But what does it do? It's got a little bit of sweetness in there as well, from like the woods that they make the violins out of. Rich, you owe your mother an apology and a Buttery, poor mum. Lol. I need to show these samples. What else I got? Like tea for two and shit like that. L'artisan. Greggy sent us a bottle of vintage Derby as well. A bottle, a sample. Come there. Patchouli Pappy says Bowmaker's inspiration comes from an 1800s violin player. Bowmakers are people who make violins. This is just Do you know what this smells like? This smells like a perfume that's trying to smell high quality. Like it's trying it, like it's not actually high quality. It's just like it's trying to smell high quality by using like
bow makers.
Bow makers, yeah. Like it's trying to fake it. What's that?
Iris. Iris. Compliments of Rudy.
Compliments of Rudski.
You don't like them.
I don't know if I've smelled that one.
No.
Do you know what it is? No.
Your Dias and Durga.
No, burning barbershops just, I mean, it's fucking, it's not good. Burning barbershops really, like, just a smoke, like, it's like a smoke note with, like, creamy lavender. And it's like, that's not even, you're not even trying. You're just fucking, just shite. You're not even at that point. You're not even trying. It's just like, I know what we'll do. We'll make it. It'll be like a barbershop that's burning down. Put smoke in it and the lavender, and that's it.
Is this the $700 Iris fragrance? Eh?
I have. You're talking to the wrong man. I've got no idea.
This is very dry and vegetal, green, earthy.
Rudy says that it is indeed a $700 Iris fragrance.
I don't think this is more interesting than Iris Silver Mist. I mean, it's good, but I think it's less than Iris Silver Mist. And it's definitely in that Iris Silver Mist and Hades range, like that style. Dry, earthy, vegetable.
I saw my local department store had Hades the other day, and I never thought to smell it. Tit. I should have gone on a boff.
I like this. I like this type of Iris. Yes, absolutely.
$700.
But I think it is $700. Yeah.
Yeah. Would you pay $700?
No, not for this. But yeah, Rudy says carrots. Just off the top, it smells more vegetal, like Rudy, than actual carrots.
Well, carrots are roots, aren't they?
Carrots are, yeah, they're vegetables. I don't know. What does a carrot smell like? Is it different than
any other carrot? Like a carrot is an actual root.
I see what you mean. Yeah,
but like, so is a potato. Potatoes are just the roots of like the potato plant.
I would have to wear it. I mean, I like what it's doing here, but to me, this is way too similar to Iris Silver Mist.
Good night, Tony Pang. Thank you for being here. We will see you again.
Does this get compared to Iris Silver Mist?
I don't know. What's Iris Silver Mist like? Have you got it?
I do. I wore it on the weekend. It's very dry and earthy and carroty, and I think aldehydic in the opening.
Just a bonkers Serge Lutton again. Is it another bonkers Serge Lutton?
It's absolutely bonkers. Iris Silver Mist.
Like
this has something boozy in the top. Is there a booze note in here? Or is that perfumer's alcohol?
In what?
In Iris.
I don't know. You're asking the wrong man.
Very metallic. Iris. It's metallic. It's like an ambrette musk.
Ambrette. I don't like ambrette. If you're going to put musk in, just put fucking musk in, for God's sake. Like, just fucking white musks. Honestly, people should just get fucking Kiehl's original musk. I quite like that.
I think there's some geranium in here as well. There's lots of light.
There's lots of light.
I see like reflections of light. Now I'm curious.
What, for $700 fucking dollars? You're curious? Don't start buying Zerjos for God's sake.
Carrot seed is a top note.
Carrot seed, I quite like carrot seed as a perfume.
See, I don't
As
get
a
the.
note, sorry.
It says violet rose, Elan. I don't get any of it. Jasmine, vetiver, maybe musk. It says musk. Carnation, I don't get either. I don't know. I'm sure it developed.
Rudy's just put the thingies up on screen. It's carrot seeds, carnation, bergamot, iris, violet, rose, ylang, jasmine, vetiver, benzoin, musk, cedar, and incense. And I've just lost the fucking cat. Oh, there it is. I've got a really crazy carpet.
If you go down, 1, 2, 3, 4 comments, 4th review. Interesting to see people equally upvoting and downvoting the comparison to Iris Silver Mist. This feels like someone took Iris Silver Mist and wanted to make a more approachable perfume out of it. So I'm not the only one. Somebody else sees it.
Well, good for you. Good for them. It's interesting when shit like that happens. I've got to admit, I tried Silver Mist. Larry's here.
Who?
Hello, Larry. Larry. Lazarus. Larry. He's a friend from Batch Code.
Oh.
Iris Silver Mist. Iris Silver Mist for me was a bit strange. If I'm remembering the right perfume.
Yes. Here's a excellent comment. Iris Silver Mist does not need to be approached. It's like stay the fuck away from me perfume.
Yeah.
I don't get all those florals. I get a lot of musk. It's interesting. I like Iris.
I like Iris.
What were you saying?
I can't remember. I think if Iris Silver Mist is the perfume I'm thinking I'm remembering, right? Then it's very metallic.
I think it is aldehydic.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm. Have you got it there?
I've got the travel.
You've got the travel.
That's
it says it's on travel.
That's a travel, isn't it?
Let's have a look. Is that a Graziel travel?
I never made that comparison, but is that what they are?
Nah, it's not, is it?
Well, it's hexagonal shape or hexagon.
Hexagon.
And there's a very light, almost purple tinge to that.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, Iris Silver Mist is a bit metallic. Yes, yeah. I struggled with it. I struggled with the metallic. I really struggled with metallic notes. Baptême de Feu has a slightly metallic note in the cast. Baptême de Feu.
I've got no more skin left.
Oh my god. Burning Barbershop's got a mentholated vibe.
Oh man, so dry, like raspy, powdery dry. Like this is thick and full and voluptuous.
Oh yes, voluptuous is it?
Grassy. There's vetiver in here for sure. It's all roots.
And this is the Iris Silver Mist.
Yeah, It's outrageous, like completely different than anything else. It almost smells
That's
like
what I like.
it smells like paint thinner. There's like something that reminds me of paint thinner.
It's what I love about Serge Tons. They're just fucking mad. You know, like
Yeah, they are.
Sheldrake.
It's like Sheldrake was
Sheldrake's
fucking angry or something when he made these. I'd love to know what he was going through, but
well, he's English. How people think he's French, but he's not. He's English.
I guess Sheldrake
And like,
is. Yeah.
Yeah, he is English. Yeah, he was born in England, and he moved to France when he was about 20 to study. He moved to France to study architecture because he did his architecture thing. So he probably was a bit older than 20, but he went down to Grasse, and when he went down to Grasse to learn French and improve on his French, just like living in the town, and He just fell in love with making perfume, and he just walked away from his career as an architect and became a perfumer. And thank God.
Awesome. I remember the first time I smelt this. Christo had a 30 mil of this, and he got in the car and he's like, "You gotta like smell this." And I was like, instant. This was one of those aha reactions for me. I was like, "Oh my God! Like, what the hell is that?" Yeah, it was completely outrageous. I don't ever remember reacting to a fragrance the way I did.
It wasn't necessarily a positive or negative thing. You were just like, "Oh my fucking God!"
Yeah, completely outrageous. You'll never find something like this. Well, not never, but
that's what DSM do.
I think when he was creating this, Serge Lutens just kept telling more iris, just keep pumping in more iris. You know, whatever he came back to him, he said more iris, put more iris. Like,
I would love to know. I would absolutely fucking love to know what their working relationship was like. Absolutely fucking love to know what their working relationship was like. Like how they operated as a pair. Like the personal relationship and the working relationship as well, because some of the perfumes they've made have been absolutely fucking phenomenal, and some of the other perfumes they've made have been absolutely fucking mental. And it's like, what has he said to you for you to make that? And like, what have you? And like, have you just turned around? They just screamed at each other. They say, "Yeah, sounds about right." Yeah, you can just imagine them.
Same language. Like, how do they communicate? Are they French?
Yeah. Well, Christopher Sheldrake speaks fluent French. No, he's not from Morocco. He's from France, but he moved to Morocco.
Oh, okay.
And he's like natural. He's naturalized Moroccan.
They just scream at each other.
They just scream at each other.
Listen, Kenzo's saying Maurice Roussel created this.
Oh. I know Maurice Roussel's created a couple of things for Serge Lutens, actually.
So maybe
maybe
it was Maurice telling this story, like whatever he brought back to Serge, he just kept telling more iris, like dump more iris in there. And it's extremely dry and powdery.
Oh, that bow makers is finally starting to burn off the fucking varnish note, but it's still there. There's some like interesting woody notes in there. I can't make out which. I can't make out what else is in there, but it's like
Rudy's talking about Serge Noir, and the same thing happened to me. And it was less than a year ago. I ran into a bottle at Saks, the old 50 mils, and I was like, "Damn, should I buy it or not?" Like, and I left it. And I was like, I'll come back for it. Next time I'm here, I'll pick it up. And I just never did. And I'm sure it's gone now. And now, you know, I think it was 150. Serge Lutens, those old 50 mils were retail 150 in Canada. And now any way for me to get it, I'd have to hunt one down on eBay or go for a Grat Seal and pay, you know, double the price. Yeah. But I always kick myself in the ass for not picking it up. And Serge Noir is one of those very spicy, woody, cedary fragrances that smell like, you know, dirty man.
Have you smelled Cedra by Serge Lutens?
I have not.
Buy it. It's just
Cedra?
tuberose. Cedra. It's just tuberose.
I have Tuberose Criminal.
Yeah, tuberose by Cedra by Serge Lutens is just a fucking, and it's not one of the more popular ones, so you should be able to get it pretty cheap.
Yeah, Iris Silver.
I've got a bottle of it, and I don't want to open it. I bought it, and before I fucking got me sample, because it was like one of the last ones to get, and I ended up buying it, and I fucking nah. Tuberose, the tuberose is just too much for us. I didn't know Serge Lutens was the artistic director at Dior. I know he was at Shiseido. The man is extremely intelligent.
Like, do you get anything inky from this? There's something inky about it.
What, Iris Silver Mist?
Yeah.
No, I get like. Well, I suppose the inky vibe can come from inky vibe would come from the metallic note in it.
It's really good. I highly recommend this. Highly. For Iris lovers. I also had a chance to get Dime Blonde, and I passed up on that. I'm not sure if it was a good thing or a bad thing. I felt like I was underwhelmed when I smelled it. It was just so soft.
It's just a sweet apricot fragrance. It reminds me of Araby, just a lot less Araby. It's just an apricot. If you like apricot, then Maurice Roussel made Iris Silver Mist, and Damashi made Maurice Roussel. Silly Heinz. What was I gonna say?
Apricot.
Apricot is Dime Blonde is nah. I wouldn't get so upset about it. I'll tell you what's another underrated one. Cespos says that Shen's a really underrated one, and I agree. But I'll tell you what another one is. Rousse. Rousse is really underrated. It's a cinnamon fragrance, and it's absolutely lovely.
You know which one I've always wanted, and I've never even smelled it. I just love the name. Is Saracens.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the notes are, but I was like, I love the name of that perfume. He's got really good names, eh? Like the Profundis, if you go and read the translation. Profundis was a letter written by Oscar Wilde like 100 years ago, 1905, to, I think, a lover. He was imprisoned and wrote him a letter.
Yeah.
And it's a very emotional perfume, like he imagined the letter probably was. So it seems like there's like a deep meaning behind the names of them.
Yeah. There's the notes in Saracens are floral notes at the top, big jasmine, carnation, musk.
See, I have the other Lutens Iris, and I don't care for it at all.
Which one's that?
I love Iris Silver Mist, but the other one is like meh.
Which one is it? What's he doing? I'm gonna have to go in a minute. I'm fucking Bas de Soie. I was looking, there's a bottle of Bas de Soie on eBay in England at the minute, and
it is Bois de Soie.
Yeah, there's a bottle of it. There's a bottle of it for sale in England, and I don't want it. It doesn't look very nice. Very almondy.
I don't get on with it for some reason.
Yeah.
I've got no more skin.
Chypre Rouge. Chypre Rouge is meant to be fucking nuclear. Like, I'm sure it's scared more.
This feels metallic and musky to me, almost like a air freshener. Maybe I don't know if I'm interpreting it properly, but
Say that again?
it feels metallic and musky. It's more hyacinth. I thought it was an iris perfume. I think this is I don't know, maybe just too classy for me or something. It's very.
That would be a fucking stretch. After all those Guerlains, you're saying fucking that might be too classy.
I can wear
for
those.
you.
I can easily wear those, but there's something challenging in here, and it feels like all floral notes, like high pitched florals. Yeah. The same way I struggle with Gris Dior, like this, I get the same struggle, and the struggle is real.
The struggle is real. Oh,
maybe it's just too floral. I don't know. Anyway, all right.
Okay. Are you finished? I'm getting ready. I'm literally just taking my clothes off. I'm going to bed.
What? All right. Anyway, all right. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, if all is well.
Yes, indeed. If all is well, and frankly, even if it isn't, we'll probably come back anyway.
Yeah, just to harass you or distract you or keep you away from what you're supposed to be doing. Guys, thank you so much for coming. Appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you too. Hello? I just pulled his microphone out. Are you there?
Am I unplugged?
Yes, you're plugged in.
Microphone before I turned the end of the broadcast, but I said we'll talk to you. We'll talk to you soon.
Cheers.
All right, Milan, thanks for coming. Everybody, thanks for coming. We'll see you soon. Good night.